Hello everyone, welcome. I'm RxOliver and these are my friends, and tonight we're playing Fallout. This is Secrets of the Verdant Vale, Session 7. We are in Chapter 3, Depths of Deceit. I am here tonight with Matthew is Happy, David is Dimglow, Max is Turok, and Jeff is Brock. Good evening, gentlemen.
Good evening.
Let's do the thing.
Hello.
So, at the end of last session, you managed to deactivate the anti-ox system and you survived the environmental encounter where you were all choking to death, and you find yourselves...
I wasn't.
You weren't. You find yourselves still in the... what's this department called? The Cybergenetics department. There was a couple of bits and pieces you might want to do here before moving on. So if you remember, in here you've discovered there's a weapons workbench and an armor workbench, so you guys can do modding and repairing. Also, there was the power armor, the Genetitech T45 power armor. Now you don't have the perks that you need in order to do the mod for the neural interface, but if you want to spend some time, there is a power armor station here. You may attempt to fix the Genetitech T45 power armor. It would require an intelligence repair roll with a difficulty of 4. You don't have to do that, I'm just reminding you that that's there while you're still in this room. And at some point after the encounter, Warden Clara's going to come back and join you in the Cybergenetics wing.
Well,
How skilled is she? Like, is she skilled in science or anything like that, or?
I don't think she's skilled in science, no. No, she's not skilled in science. She's got some survival, she's got some small guns, she can survive.
Dimglow's got a 4 in science, so...
Yeah. So it's not
the
science.
First thing Dimglow would do
it's not science, it's repair.
His own power armor.
Okay. Do you know what the rule is for repairing your piece of power armor?
Yeah, just a repair check, right?
Or do you know what the difficulty is?
Yeah, like it works like healing a robot, so you just do it.
I don't recall the difficulties. Is it 1?
Oh boy, I don't know. It might be at least 2, because that's usually what it is to
2 is
start
the standard.
on a robot.
I would say that it's 2.
Okay.
You guys have multi-tool and other things.
Yeah, we've got things to make that easier,
Yeah,
multi-tools and stuff.
Yeah, we got like a whole power armor
Still,
station.
Multi-tools will allow me a reroll.
No, I think
believe.
does it not decrease the difficulty of multi-tool?
No, it reduces the difficulty by 1.
Yeah. So your difficulty will become
Alright.
1.
And I'm gonna spend 1 AP.
Okay.
Yeah. I guess anybody will try to assist you. See how it goes.
And it generates
Ooh.
2. As I fix up my power armor torso.
Okay.
Because it did take that much damage, but it did take some.
So your power armor is repaired. That would take some time, of course. That's 10 minutes worth of work.
Yep, a bit of scrap. Yep.
Yeah, I don't know if that...
I would say if we...
Does it take a number of scrap to do it as well? So does it take an amount of junk to do it?
No, I think it's the same as repairing robots.
Right,
So
okay.
just a repair check.
Or using like first aid on a normal person. I think it's pretty quick.
Yeah.
Okay.
It's one of those surprisingly fast things to do.
Okay. So after 10 minutes, your power armor is repaired. And like I said, if you wanted to try to get the other power armor working, it would be an intelligence repair 4.
With it multi-tool, it would be a difficulty 3, right?
Yes.
Well, what do you guys say? Do I go full house and try to repair that thing?
Yeah, I think so.
I think so.
Okay. I'm just going to check. Does Dimglow have a lab coat? Oh, he does. So he's stepping out of his power armor, so he also has a lab coat.
That's a reroll that you get with the
Allows
lab
me
coat,
to
isn't it?
reroll.
No, it doesn't. That gives you reroll on medicine and science. This is repair.
Okay, never mind. I'm staying in
You
my
need the
power
mechanics.
armor.
You need like the mechanics. I
Yeah,
think
this
it's
is
like the
repair.
mechanics jumpsuit.
Are you
Yeah.
spending all the action points on this?
If we want the power armor, I think we should.
I think so.
I think so too.
Okay, then I'm going to
That
do
doesn't
that.
bother me. I mean, we get it like candy anyways.
You do.
I guess we could always try and assist too.
There we go.
That's 2. You need 1 more, but you don't have a reroll. So what would you like to do?
I would like to use 2 of my luck points.
Well, remember to do them one at a time. You only need 1 more success. Don't waste
True,
2.
but if I
Oh,
fail this
super.
one, then I won't.
Is
I won't
anybody
do
No.
it.
Remember, David, if
Just-
you've got 2 19s and a 13 here, if you fail when re-rolling the first 19, you can then spend another luck to re-roll the other 19. You can do
Okay.
it one at a time. Sorry,
Alright,
Jeff,
I'll
what were
do
you
that.
saying, mate?
I was just wondering if anybody that wasn't me wanted to assist.
Yeah,
Brock's
wait.
talking
Let's,
cool
let's
and
That's what I'm trying to do.
You can always assist.
Oh, you bastard. I almost rolled a 5.
and I look over at Brock. Would you help me lift this part? I might be able to repair it better if you do that.
And I
Because you're
I do
assist, because you're assisting, Jeff, will allow you to do a strength repair. Yes.
Oh hell yeah. Okay.
I like that. That's
He's like, he's
Right.
bending the armor and let him weld. He's like,
So close.
wow.
I
If it
5-0.
was by 1.
Well,
I'm gonna I think I'm gonna use my reroll from my my outfit, my casual clothing. I
Yep.
think it does the strength, right?
Now, rerolls that you get
I
from
think it is.
it does. Rerolls
Yeah,
that you get
strength
from
is-
things like that, they do count for assists, don't they?
Yeah, it's
Yeah.
an one thing, but I failed that one too.
Good anyway.
Okay.
Okay. Still needing 1 more success, then go.
well, I'm gonna use a luck point in that case.
Good okay.
Repair. Intelligence. There we go.
hey.
You now have
There you go,
some
there you go, there you
functioning
go, yeah,
power
yeah, yeah.
armor. Now, I went to the trouble before the session of adding it to your sheet, Matthew. So it's on Happy's sheet. So all you need to do now is go to gear and you unequip the unyielding genetic tech security armor. And you equip these and it should... Let me just edit one of them. It should now set your armor to that. There you go. Why have
So
you
he
got...
can't wear
it's-
that armor. He can't wear the armor with the power armor above the regular
No,
armor?
no, they don't stack. They don't stack. So let me just make sure I've got everything right here. So it says torso 8 and 7. I don't think that's right. Torso should be 8 and 7. That is right. The head shouldn't be 10 and 7. The head. So torso 8, 7, 9. Is that right? 8, 7, 9. Yep, that's right. And the head says 10, 7, 7. That can't be right. No, it's 6, 4, 7.
647.
6, 4, 7. Okay. But that's you now. That's you. And your strength will go up to 11 when wearing power armor, remember?
Love it.
There you go. You are now equipped with power. Was it 4 and 3 on the legs? Yes, it is. And 4 and 3 on the arms. Yep, you are all set. You have power armor on. Are you going to give him a fusion core, David?
I thought we found one here, didn't we?
Oh,
You had to use one in order to fix the anti-ox system. One got used.
Oh, yeah.
Oh,
But he's got a couple,
Oh,
haven't
yeah,
you,
there.
David?
I have 4 fusion cores, and in total I have 18 charges for scenes.
Okay.
How about I give you 2, which means 9?
Okay. You've got
Yeah,
nine,
I can do that.
9 scenes worth of power cores then.
I'm gonna work on finding more cores for us.
Yeah, exactly.
Okay. The next bit
I mean,
of
you
this
don't have to
map.
use it all the time.
The next bit of this
You don't
map
use it all the time.
is a scene. So I'm not going to count you. Not going to count this bit as a scene for you, Matthew. So this you'll not spend 1 charge here. In the next scene you'll spend a charge. But you now have
Gotcha.
power armor.
Oh, awesome.
So-
I get to live the dream.
After spending time working on 2 sets of power armor. Anything else you want to do in here?
We got an armor and a workbench. Anybody want to upgrade armors? Weapons.
Yep, you have a weapons workbench and an armor workbench.
Yeah, and I have the no, I don't have the armorer perk yet. It seems.
I thought you did.
We're gonna.
I thought you did.
We go.
No, it's not in my on my character sheet for some reason. I think I decided not
I'm
to
gonna
use
replace
it
it.
because
Okay.
we have NPCs in our settlements who can help us. I believe.
You do.
Yeah.
The thing is, see, perks like that, they come in handy when you are out, like, here, isolated
Yeah.
away from any civilization where there's no NPCs. In a city, if you're in Diamond City or whatever, you've got NPCs around, so you don't need to spend a perk to take that, but out here, you need a perk for it.
Yeah, exactly.
I
And
don't
that's
have
when I
it.
decided to change another perk.
I don't have any adjustments. All of
I don't think
my armor upgrades are kind of expensive in materials now. I need like a few rare materials and stuff.
Yeah, I'm thinking.
I just got power armor, so I'm feeling pretty good right now.
I'm just
we might,
quickly checking
we might
the
put that down.
upgrades.
Was
No,
that-
all I gotta do is just replace some of my armor.
was
that's
that you
when
said,
we
Jeff?
were
Sorry, I
go.
missed that.
I said I think that we might not be doing anything else down here. I wish that I could switch the mod on my bat, but again, I need the perk for that one because it's an aluminum bat. Can't switch without the perk. Sad.
Yeah, and I need armor to upgrade my raider armor, so I'm gonna skip it anyway.
But maybe somebody might take a perk on for something like that on the next level, maybe.
Mm-hmm.
I will tell you, when you complete chapter 3, I'll give you a level up and a luck refresh.
Woohoo! Where am I in this?
Imagine doing this whole thing with just all the luck the one time. That'd been crazy.
Oh god.
7 sessions into our luck pool, we were off stuff.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think we might be ready to leave here once we're up and running on power armor again. Nobody has any like hit point damage or anything from last time, do we?
I think a
Nope.
couple of you are a little bit hurt. Yeah, Happy's
I do,
down.
but-
Happy's down, but it's good for Happy to be down.
I'm actually at 73% of my health, so I actually get +2 combat dice right now.
Plus 2
So you
damage.
don't need to
What? Hey,
heal.
what?
Yeah. I just made the cut. I just checked.
Nice. Go ahead,
Well,
Mark.
I'm just saying, if you want to keep a stim pack or something on you, just in case if you don't go to 0, so you're like, oh shit.
Yeah, I can keep a stim pack on me, just in case.
Warden
Well,
Clara's
if
like,
anything, we could always.
Warden Clara's like, so you're going to help me find Akasha?
Just quickly gonna close the window, but keep going. I'll be back in a second.
I would say this might, if we clear this out, we could always use this as a base, at least down here, that we have some of the stuff we need.
Cool.
Like,
Well, yeah, you've got a good point, Max, because you've got workbenches here, and you've potentially got a place to rest as well. Remember, there was an auto dock here.
Yeah.
If you spend a night in that auto dock, it will just cure anything that's wrong with you.
yeah, but it's not constant forever, but it'll eventually break down. I know those do. So I look at everybody, we're heading to the last spot, and he's slowly just walking.
Sounds good to me.
Yeah, Dimglow's just gonna follow.
You know what's funny? You need to have a bigger token for you for being in the armor.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. Yeah. I ate some power up. Yeah.
I believe we found the archivist in the medical wing last session, right?
You did.
Yeah.
So this is OmniGenetics. Bear with me while I find it in the PDF.
No problem. So I guess there are NPC buddies staying behind. It's like, hey, yeah, it's fine.
So, The entrance to OmniGenetics is at the end of the laboratory hall. The hall is completely collapsed beyond the door, preventing further exploration of genetics other departments. There is a laboratory directory on the wall. It's partly torn and faded from countless years of disuse, and it includes the location of each department. If you look at it, does anybody look at the sign?
I'll probably be like,
Sure.
So all these are inaccessible, but it does give you a bit more information regarding what the company does. So there is a pathogenics department on sublevel B, a chronogenics department on sublevel B, an pathogenetics sublevel B, chronogenetics sublevel B, aquagenetics sublevel D, and military applications sublevel E. The rest are illegible, but it is clear that this facility was once vast and housed many laboratories and scientists. Does anyone have a science score of 5 or a medicine score of 5?
Both are 4, but they are tagged.
Both are 4.
Yeah, but they are tagged as well.
It needs to be 5 for me to give you that information.
Okay.
well, you can come back when you're level 10, and you're like, I'm putting 10 in science.
And
And
can
come
I
back,
come
oh, I
up?
know what that is. I'm listening to that military one. I'm like, that sounds nice. Hey, didn't we get a cryo weapon here? Didn't
You got a
somebody have
cryo
weapon?
It's on someone's
Yeah, I was
character
like,
sheet.
I wonder who. Yeah, let's remember somebody who has it. Is
Have you got that, Dimglow? I know it's on someone's sheet.
I'm just quickly gonna check. I do.
Okay. I'm about to say, if you get some bullets, you might want to have it out just in case. Big gun.
Mhm.
It's not a flamethrower, but it
also-
works.
I also have a big hammer if need be, but I'll keep it in mind.
Yeah.
Let me know if you decide to go in.
Brock is looking there. He's like, he's ready to swing.
Yeah,
Okay.
we're ready to go in.
First
Okay,
inning.
I'll reveal the map first. And then you may put yourselves just in the door a little bit, and then pause there while I do some reading. So you may move as far as Brock. The dim light from the hall proves of little use as you crouch beneath the broken door and move slowly forward into the utter darkness of the OmniGenetics wing. You're enveloped by the Stygian murk, oppressive and absolute, and the silent tension seems to twist and warp the very shadows around you. With each wary glance, fleeting shapes dart just beyond the edges of your vision, disappearing as you look at them. Somewhere in the distance, a faint hiss pierces the silence, and then as quickly as it came, the noise fades, leaving you alone and unsettled in the soundless dark. The OmniGenetics room will count as one scene for those of you counting scenes for your power armor fusion cores, and at the moment, with how dark it is, all vision based tests have a +3 difficulty unless you can light up what you're doing.
Well, I thought that the power armors have the those
We have
lights.
light, right?
So the main research floor of OmniGenetics is large and roughly rectangular in shape. The far wall is lined with tall glass observation windows stretching nearly 10 feet from the floor to the ceiling and running almost the entire length of the wall. The windows are dark, and closer inspection reveals them to be blocked by metal shutters outside. Numerous desks, tables and workbenches fill the room, and the floor is littered with shattered glass and broken scientific instruments. Are you exploring the room at all?
Well, Oliver, is it? I know those guys have their power armors and they have the floodlights.
Yep.
But also we had that. It was the that lantern that we found. It was that little energy lantern.
The
I
lantern,
think Brother Dingbelow had.
the lantern can light.
Yeah, that lantern.
You can pick any zone at medium range, and you can light up that zone with the lantern.
Yeah, I've got the lantern and I've got the headlights.
And with the headlight, it lights up your zone, the zone that you're in.
Yeah.
Are you guys exploring?
Yeah, so we. Yeah,
Yeah.
I like I'm letting the big guys go in first.
Okay.
I got my
Yep.
gun out, just kind of like.
Okay.
But basically,
Cool.
I'm using the headlights and the lantern to create a lot of light in the room. And
It's
I'm
very
going-
dark. You're managing to create a very small, narrow bit of light just in front of your nose. There
Okay,
are signs
so I'm
of
still dim glow.
There are signs of scattered combat found as you explore, including empty shell casings, discarded broken weapons, slashed and broken furniture, blood and other viscera, and some bodies of Nightstalkers and Wardens. You can see... Is anybody moving to the back end of the room?
I'm taking my time with these guys. I don't want to get too far ahead of anybody
Okay.
with it all dark and spooky.
Okay.
Do these
Yeah,
computers
I'm-
light up?
Those computers are, at the moment... Now let me... Because there's lots of things going on in this room. The computers are not...
There's some power
no.
in here.
The computers are not switched on. There is no power in here currently. The computers are not switched on.
Okay.
I just wanted to make sure I got that right, because it's very important. Okay, I'd say that you safely get further down the room, Brock, because I want to just introduce you to some things at this end of the room, okay?
Okay.
Sure. I'm just kind of waiting.
Say hello.
Okay, so... An elevator shaft can be found on the far wall. You see that, because you can see the sign. Opposite the entrance and beyond the windows. The door to the elevator is open and askew, and the elevator car lies in ruin at the bottom of the shaft, 2 floors below. Anybody going closer to further inspect that?
Well, I had a quick question. As we're going by the warden's body, was there anything like salvageable from them, or was it just completely messed up?
Nothing.
Okay.
So, as you move further down, you'll also notice a functioning chemistry workbench here.
Pretty cool.
Mm-hmm. So that's another workbench in this area.
Do the wardens have any loot on them, like weapons or something?
No, that's what Max just asked.
Okay.
Yeah.
An elevator shaft is found on the far wall and opposite the entrance beyond the windows. The doors to the elevator are open and askew, and the elevator car lies in ruin at the bottom of the shaft, 2 floors below. I'm going to assume that you all moved up a little bit, because I just want to describe what's going on there.
Oh, that's fine. Yeah.
But he's not looking down the elevator shaft.
Okay.
He's just making sure he's ready to smash anything that climbs out of it to kill us.
So more claw marks can be seen here in greater abundance than previous sections. You will also see bloodstains on the floor and bloody handprints on the edge of the elevator shaft. And you don't need a roll to work out. It's as if someone's been grasping the inside edges of the door before jumping down. There is a junction box located on the wall next to the chemistry workbench. So if you were to restore power, you would guess that that's where it would be. Now I'm going to go AFK for a second, but talk amongst yourselves.
Well, Dim Glow immediately is going to shift his attention to the junction box and try to determine what's wrong with it, how to restore power to this room.
Yeah, I said, I look at Brock and say, hey, keep an eye on that elevator. Something might pop up, and I got my gun pointed at it.
I guess he'll go towards the side of it so that he's in melee.
Yep, I got my back against the wall. Yep, I got my gun there, my dog sniffing. So, Matthew, how do you like your new power armor? You just sitting there like
I'm
I
just
look
like
at
getting
my
ready.
shiny armor.
Yeah, I'm finally useful. I can't wait for combat.
So did you say you were going to attempt to fix the power, David?
Well, first Dim Glow is going to observe the junction box and see what's actually wrong with it before making any attempts of repairing it.
So if you had the jury rigging or the science 2 perk, you could fix this with no test. Without those, to restore the power, you would need to do an intelligence and repair, difficulty 3, and use 3 common materials.
Well, we have more than enough common materials in the inventory, and I
got
have
a
a
multi-tool.
toolbox which reduces the difficulty by 1, so it's going to be difficulty 2.
Oh, actually, no, it's intelligence repair 3 to rewire it, or jury rigging and science with 3 common materials. So you don't need the 3 common materials. You just need intelligence repair 3.
Okay, I have a 3 in intelligence and oh no, 2 in repair. Wait, so I needed a perk or
No.
I need
It's
to roll.
It's a
No,
repair.
it's
Repair the skill.
difficult.
Intelligence repair difficulty 3, and people can assist you.
Well, in that case,
Ready.
Dimglow is going to start tinkering, and I would like to buy 1 AP for
So
this.
you observe when looking at it, you observe that it's connected to the central electrical system of the room by many branching conduits.
Just buy 2 dice. Give him 3 AP.
I'm just gonna buy 1 AP.
Yeah, he's like, "Oh, give me that sweet money. Give me that sweet money." Oh, there you go, 2.
Technically, I
You need
already
one more.
succeeded. No, because I got a
You've got
toolkit, which
toolkit, right? Okay.
The multi-tool.
If you spend 1 luck point, I'll give you a bit of information. No, sorry, 1 action point. If you spend 1 action point, I can give you a bit of information as well.
We don't
well,
have
we
them.
don't have any AP.
Don't have any?
I don't
Okay.
have any.
Okay, so I'm not
Nope.
going to give you the bit of information. Bear with me. So, when you restore the power, this happens. With a painful and audible spark, the junction box's connection is restored. At that moment, several things occur simultaneously. The piercing, rapid blare of an alarm fills the air. Several terminals hum to life, that's the 3 you see. One explodes into a shower of sparks and flame, illuminating the middle of the lab with a flash. So that the one that blew up you don't see, those 3 are functional. Illuminating the middle of the lab with a flash and setting a fire which burns briefly before fading. The howl of many creatures is heard from somewhere beyond the closed metal shutters. The entrance to the OmniGenetics laboratory slams shut, trapping you inside. So there's an alarm going off, a piercing, blaring, rapid alarm going off, and there is some mad noises coming from all around you. But the light comes on, and when the light comes on, oh, hang on. No, the light doesn't come on, sorry. With the power on, what's happened is the alarm has come on, but the room... Yeah, the room
Like what,
still,
like
the
dim
room
lights,
still isn't
emergency
lit up.
lights or-
So yeah, it's like the power is
Okay.
restored, but not switched on. So you have to do something else to get to the switch on. So the room is powered, but the lights haven't come on yet. Only an alarm.
Is there a light
Well, I
switch
mean, there-
rock on the wall or something?
No,
Okay.
there are.
Well,
few
it might be
terminals.
terminals. It might be the terminals.
Dimglow immediately goes towards one of the terminals as we hear this howling come closer towards the room.
So the repair of the junction box restores limited power to the wing, but reactivates the containment breach protocol. So the blaring alarm will continue until the lockdown is lifted. So the door is locked.
Okay. Well, I'm turning to one of the computers in that
Okay.
case.
So I need you to give me either an intelligence science 2 to hack it, or just spend 1 luck and I'll give you the information.
I'm going for the intelligence science this time, and
Okay.
I'm not gonna buy AP.
Difficulty 2. You got 1.
Oh, and I
You have the
forgot to
lab
use
coat.
my lab coat.
Are you taking your power armor off?
Actually, I don't think Dimglow would be comfortable getting out of his power armor right now.
Okay. Would you like to spend a luck? Or get somebody
gonna
to
use the
assist you,
luck
maybe?
Oh, yeah, perhaps first assists before I use luck.
I'll try it. I'll try to assist. What is it?
No, I think when
I
it
don't
comes
have
to
much.
terminals, I think only 1 person should be allowed to assist, because you're not having 4 people standing around the terminal, I don't think.
Yeah,
No,
true.
I don't
One
plan to.
person.
I'm not smart enough for that.
I think
Yeah,
1
I'm not
assist
smart
per
enough for that. I'm
terminal.
Can the archivist help us?
So,
He,
let me just see what her skills are. Her skills are... She's got...
I think an archivist would
She's
have
got
done
1 untagged in science.
And how much intelligence?
8.
probably did that.
Let her
Oh, I thought
assist.
you
that.
did
It's
mine.
better than us.
So what is it?
That's still not bad.
It's science intelligence. Okay.
And intelligence, yes.
Yep, okay, she will roll
Yeah.
she can roll the assist. Oh, she's only
Ooh,
rolled a
That's
crit.
one.
So you guys gain an action point.
Goddamn.
Okay.
Perfect.
Okay, so the terminal contains scientific data regarding Project Chimera. Chimera development. The content of this archive is fairly exhaustive despite numerous segments of data corruption. It chronicles many years of development of a new genetically engineered apex predator, created by fusing the DNA of a coyote and a rattlesnake. This pet project of Dr. Boris was referred to officially as NS-01, but soon became colloquially known by researchers as the Nightstalker Project. Given the creature's predilection for stealth hunting, multiple references to other projects can be seen, and it would appear this project was the precursor for newer, more complex genetic research, which was taking place on lower levels of the facility. Recent entries mention the removal of a second brood mother and 14 cubs, and their transfer to somewhere called Big Mountain. The final entry notes a sharp and unexpected increase in aggression following the transfer, and another attack resulting in the death of a handler and crippling of a security bot. Dr. Boris notes that the death will impact his operating budget, but ultimately accepts it as a reasonable expense in the pursuit of science. So unfortunately, you got loads of information from that one, but that did not end the lockdown.
Brock was trying to find the source of the alarm, like the noise part, so that he can just start smashing it quiet.
Okay, so I'm not going to make you make a roll, Jeff, because you're going to fail to find it, and I don't want you wasting any resources failing. It's the speakers are, if there are speakers, they are behind the wall, so there's no way to get to them, unfortunately. So
Time to smash the wall.
you can smash the wall if you want. It's not going to be effective, but feel free to smash the wall. So the first terminal didn't end the lockdown.
Dimglow will move to the next one.
The next one is locked and will require an Intelligence and Science 1 test to hack.
And I'm taking the Archivist along with me each time to help out.
Okay.
I'm gonna be-
Ooh.
Okay.
You want to say what she does and give you an extra AP?
Nah. I only let her assist. I shouldn't be letting her assist. It's an extra NPC. We got the first one. She's not doing any more. You've got the successes you need, and you've gained 2 action points. So,
Okay.
with this one, I actually give you a handout. So bear with me a second. This is the OmniGenetics NS-01 terminal. I will move it up into your information, if I can find it. And then I'll also pull it up on screen for my lovely viewers. So let's make it visible to you. Okay guys, this is the OmniGenetics NS-01 terminal. It should have popped up for all of you. It's in your journal now as well, but I'm going to read it for the sake of the viewers. NS-01 Research Tangent, Subcategory SB. 30th July 2077. Following a bizarre and unexpected incident, we've recently learned that NS-01 enjoy the taste of Robco Stealth Boys, of all things. While these objects are known to emit small levels of passive radiation, we've no reason to believe that this will cause harm to the genetically modified physiology of NS-01. We've procured a small shipment of these devices from Robco in order to conduct further tests. 22nd of August 27. Subject to NS-01-SB3 is not in its kennel, and the Stealth Boy device is missing. There are no records of a transfer and no visible signs of damage or escape to the cage. Intern 281 has been instructed to inspect the kennel's interior. NS-01 Research Tangent, Subcategory SB, 23rd of August 2077. A fascinating discovery has been made. Prolonged exposure to Stealth Boy radiation renders NS-01 functionally invisible. We are uncertain what special feature of their physiology permits such an effect, nor do we know if the effect is permanent. Once we're able to locate and recapture NS-01-SB3 following its escape, we will conduct a full battery of tests. Additional safety protocols are being discussed following the unfortunate fate of Intern 281. So the second terminal gives you that information, but did not end the lockdown.
Well, in that case, there's just one more terminal left, I suppose.
The third terminal is not locked, David. The third terminal
Well,
is not locked and may be used to deactivate the lockdown procedures. Containment breach, lockdown protocols active, so you just need to click on the entry where it says deactivate lockdown protocol. There's
So
two
just to
options
be
here.
clear-
There are two options you can click here. One of them is deactivate lockdown protocol. The other one is activate SentryBot containment contingency. And then it says under
So
that
just to be-
it says error, unit offline.
Okay, so that's probably the one we killed inside of the robotic system. This door is also locked, right? Because of the lockdown.
Yep.
Mhm.
And the elevator is still open.
The elevator doors are open.
Okay.
And
Well, I'm going to-
the elevator is 2 floors down. It's an open shaft.
Can I perhaps tinker with the computer and like deactivate the alarms, but keep the door locked just to make sure we aren't being attacked in the back by something?
Nope.
Okay, then I'm just going to deactivate the lockdown procedure.
Okay. Okay. Deactivating the containment breach lockdown protocols will end the alarm, unlock the entrance to the OmniGenetics laboratory, and open the metal shutters which cover the windows. The alarm stops abruptly, and for several minutes, the only sound is a faint ringing in your ears, which slowly fades. At the far end of the room, the entrance door is unlocked and opens with a pneumatic hiss, followed by a thunderous metallic grating as the metal shutters lift from the windows. Bright light streams into the laboratory, forcing you to cover your eyes. As they adjust, the irregular walls of a long, narrow cave come into focus. It is illuminated by an array of industrial lights, radiant and sun-like, which hang from the ceiling. On the left are rows of many cages separated at intervals by segments of tall metal fencing, many of which have been crushed by falling debris. Running between the cages is a small stream, originating from cracks in the far wall of the cave, and which terminates in a wide, shallow pool of clear water near the centre of the largest cage. On the right, beyond the metal fencing, are walkways, security checkpoints, storage buildings, and piles of crates and barrels. Many of these structures have fallen victim to cave-ins, and much of the section lies entombed beneath swathes of impassable rubble. Suddenly, your gaze is drawn towards the cages by darting movements. A flash of scales, the glint of yellow eyes, and the ruffling of furry hides. Then, another leaps from somewhere above the laboratory and lands onto a metal catwalk just outside the window. It's much larger than the others, with fur the colour of midnight, blending with brilliant green scales along its head and back. It sniffs the air curiously as its forked tongue flits quickly in and out of its canine serpentine mouth. With a jerk of its head, it turns its gaze to the window and to you, and it looks you in the eyes. Dim glow. Now, I need all players to make an agility sneak test, difficulty 2, with a complication range of 19 to 20, and you all need to do it individually.
You said
So
agility stealth?
Sneak.
Yep. Agility sneak, yeah.
Difficult 2.
Difficulty 2.
Fails.
So that's a fail in one complication. So I'm counting
I
complications.
mean, I'm in power armor, not so sneaky.
You've got your 2, okay.
We do have some action points if people want to spend.
You
them.
do have
We
action
already
points.
have.
Yep. I am going to spend 1 for myself.
Okay.
I'm probably gonna spend the luck point to reroll one of those.
Oh,
Oh, 2 complications, 3 complications, because the 19 is a complication. Excellent.
I'm gonna reroll d20 here. That lets me succeed. Or no, I need to target 8. Never mind, I don't succeed.
Okay, everyone done?
Yes.
So we've got a total of 3 complications, and only Brock succeeded, right?
Sneaky super mutant.
Yes.
Sneaky super mutant. So the thing is, you weren't going to avoid something happening unless you all made that check. So a group of Nightstalkers is going to attack you, including an alpha Nightstalker. So if you all bear with me a moment, I'm going to set up the map.
Jeez.
So are the windows crashed out, or are they completely solid?
So the windows are solid. They're bulletproof glass. Now, we're going to have one Nightstalker Alpha is going to appear here. And 6 Nightstalkers. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Now you need to bear with me a minute, guys. For some reason these have all got 0 hit points. That's not correct. They should have, I think, 10 hit points each. Let me just check. Yeah, they should have 10 each.
Getting you, because I thought, like
I'll
Max
explain.
said, like,
I'll explain in a
last-
second. Yeah, don't worry.
Okay.
I'm just going to set them up first.
I can't wait to turn that Alpha 1 into a jacket.
This will just take me a few minutes,
So
boys.
my question is,
Yep.
my question is, was the windows here or was the windows over here?
So
They're
I'm gonna
on the-
Or over there.
I'm gonna
Excited.
address that in a second once I've lined them all up.
No, I was just trying to make sure. I was like,
What?
damn, they jump fire.
So they're actually on. It's on this side of the building. So they're going to appear through. So there's all along this side. There are these bulletproof glass windows, but the walls in between them are broken down, and these night crawlers crawl up over them. These night stalkers, sorry. And they're going to be here. Now, this is where it gets really fun. Because you've got 6 plus the 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 plus the alpha. And you guys rolled 3 complications, so I'm going to add another 3 more. Because I am a bastard.
Delicious.
I am a vicious bastard. So.
This pleases Brock.
Okay, so.
Brock just needs to go right there. No, Brock just needs to go like. Brock goes right here.
Yeah, I'm gonna do
Like,
that.
come on.
Okay, hang on. Before you put your initiative up, let me take out these other ones from the one shot. And you may now add your initiatives.
That bastard beat me by 1.
Remember, you can always spend a luck point to go first in initiative as well.
I'm not worried about that. I'm just saying it's like I'm gonna save my. I need to save my look.
Some fucking dickhead in my chat on Twitch. I need to ban them. Bear with me. Fuck off. Your mum's OnlyFans free and she's still got no subscribers. Vote you dick. Okay. So, 1, 2, 3, 4. We have everybody's initiatives. Now, the Nightstalker Alpha is going to move first. So, everyone's in those zones. Right, okay, so the Nightstalker Alpha is going to... He's going to stay there. And he has a special skill. I'm just not sure if it comes into play yet. He's got the Rallying Howl. Okay. So he's going to hold his action, actually. He's going to stay there and hold his action. And Turok, it is your turn.
Okay, and let's see. I have my rifle in hand.
What do you think of those zone sizes, Jeff? You happy with those?
I think they're fine. I think we're good. These ones with like the desks and rubble and stuff, are they like difficult terrain?
No, I'm gonna say they're impassable terrain. So this one, that one there, and this one there, it's too much rubble. You can't get over it.
Can we shoot through it? Or
Can I
no?
shoot? Can I shoot through
I
it?
would say you can shoot over it. Yeah, I could say you can shoot over it. It's low,
Okay.
but it's like
Okay.
so. We'll say it's waist high, but it's like ankle breaking. You know what I mean? It's all pipes and cables and stuff. You try and walk over that, you break your ankles,
Yeah.
basically.
Okay. All right. Cool. So mine's medium, and in this right here, I will have an extra penalty.
So
Since I'm not.
if you're
moving-
shooting from there to there, although that's not a zone you can go in,
Mhm.
we'll call it one zone. So you're 2 zones away. So that's long range.
Okay. So what I'm gonna do is that I'm not gonna move. I'm gonna use my movement action or the minor action. I would move as an aim action,
Right.
and I will attempt to shoot one of these bastards that's over there. My powerful scope rifle.
Okay.
And I will use 1 AP.
Okay. Oh,
You did aim, so.
you did aim. You've got the reroll, Max.
No, but yeah, I know. I just I do have the scope thing because
What is your range on that gun? Is it medium or long?
it's medium.
So you need the 2 successes. That's fine. So you've
Mhm.
got the 2 successes, but you've got to reroll on the 20 from your aim
Mhm.
if you want to reroll.
That's what I plan to do.
I'm just gonna warn you guys. I'm gonna fucking punish you with complications. You get complications, it's gonna hurt. No more Mr. Nice
Just
Oliver.
one, I just have one luck left.
Like I said,
also have one
if you
more
survive chapter 3, I will give you a level up and a luck refresh.
If we.
Nice.
If
Okay.
you survive
Yeah,
chapter
if.
3.
Yeah.
You're high level now, guys. There's no pulling the punches anymore. Not that I ever
Gotta
did.
have hope.
Jeff's
trying to remember what
witnessed me pull my punches one time in Fallout. The only time I ever pulled my punches in Fallout was when the second half of that one shot in Phil's channel was going to be finished in 10 minutes if I didn't.
Okay. So I'm trying to remember accurate. Is that allows me to use AP
Action
to
point.
X damage?
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
Action point to add bullets, so you don't
Nice.
even need to use bullets. But you gained an action point because you got an extra success. So whoever's keeping track of the action point, Jeff,
Yeah,
you're doing the
we're,
action points.
We're
aren't you?
at 2. We're at 2 action points.
Cool.
It looks like I go next,
You do.
and that matters to you in your action point spending. But
No, that's fine. I'm not worried about it. I'm gonna use 2 bullets. I got enough to sit in here.
That's the thing. You can always use bullets instead. You've got the option. Oh, what a fucking shitty roll, Max. Oh my, that's a bad roll.
I'm not worried about it.
Wow.
I got a Brock. I
Um,
got a Brock.
They've got one all over, so which body part did you hit? It's just for flavour. It's going to take 3
but-
damage.
Yeah. That's fine.
So if they are 1 and then 2, 3, 4, so one top left to top right is 1, 2, 3, and the next one is number 4. Which one did you hit, Max?
I'll say the one closest to me.
Number 3, this one.
Yep.
Okay.
And
You hit him in one of
I
his
did
legs.
13. I think
For-
it's
He takes 3 damage, he's got 1 resistance all over. So you've done a minor action, a major action, anything else?
nope. That's it.
Okay.
I'm gonna tell my hound to go over here, and my hound moves right there. Get out of here.
Okay. Ooh, don't you have to use won't that cost you an action point to make it do a move?
I don't know.
I think it does.
I mean, if it is, I'll just tell it to get behind me.
to make your dog move.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know. His dog didn't do anything else.
No,
dog
it
didn't
doesn't
do
cost
anything.
anything. You're right. It
Yeah.
doesn't cost anything. The dog can go to there. No problem.
Yeah, I think companions
Yeah.
get to just move wherever they need to for free,
Yeah.
and then it's only major actions.
It's only
that
major
they
actions that
care
you need
about
to
this
spend
month.
action points for. Okay.
Yeah, I just tell it to back up. And I sit there like shit. I'm like, all right. Look at Brock. It's like, hey, there's some smashing.
Right, Brock.
Um, oh boy. I think I guess I'm going to have to do the big action and sprint. But I'm going to use a minor action to switch to my long hunting rifle. And, I'm going to shoot at the big dog. And I'll give you an action point to roll an extra dice. I do have long range, so he is within range. Say, catch this,
it's your
puppy!
new.
Okay, so I gained an action point there, did I?
Yeah.
Thank you.
Yes, you did.
48. Oh, alright.
I think you'll need one, right?
You only needed one, right? You're in the right range?
Yeah, I am in the right range.
You may roll your
I don't know if I
damage,
need
sir.
one or not, but...
Yeah, you need one. It's only got a defensive one. What a roll.
Oh, 8.
That's
8
10.
pierce- No, 10.
10 with 2 piercing.
Pierce
Okay,
two.
which body part, Jeff?
Oops, that's not the right die. Ignore that first one.
So 6 is the
14
torso, eh?
is the
Oh no, the
leg.
first one. 14 is one of its legs. So it's 2 piercing on 10 damage. So you're ignoring 2 of its 3 resistance. So it's got 1 resistance against 10 damage. So it's taken 9 damage on one of its legs. So you managed to cripple one of its legs. Okay.
So, is it falling prone?
It falls
Doesn't
prone.
The legs makes it go like that.
Oh wait,
Good.
no, wait. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Give it all those hit points back because it has a skill. All of this.
Ah!
Pack Alpha. I'll post it in the chat so you can see it. The Nightstalker Alpha begins the encounter surrounded by 4 normal Nightstalkers who do not leave its side. So I need to move some of them. But when an incoming attack against the Alpha would inflict an injury, the GM could spend 2 action points to have the attack hit and kill one of the normal Nightstalkers instead. So there's 4 of them are around it. And don't leave its side. Sorry. So I should have moved them. They should be there. And they don't leave its side.
Okay.
So instead of it getting hit and taking an injury, one of them gets hit and dies.
I mean,
Instead.
kills one anyways. I mean, either or.
Yeah.
Either or kills one.
I accept.
So he can do that over and over
those
again.
Those are all my actions. I got nothing else.
Okay. Tommy, happy Tommy Doyle.
Oh yeah. All right.
Alright.
Let's see. I think I'm gonna have to do a double move up here.
So, are you going to use the axe or are you going to have a gun? The question, what weapon do you have out?
I have the axe out right now. I think my guns aren't particularly powerful, so I think I'm gonna just stick around with that thing. Do I want to do anything else? I don't think so.
You should,
I guess I could.
you
I
should
could
just
rally.
do a short move and stay a space behind. You should not be in. Even though you have that power armor, you should be in not the space that they're all going to move into.
So
I guess that's fair.
I've not put her in the initiative order. Let me put Warden Clara in the initiative order, just for the.
Stay back, Happy. You're so frail.
I am very frail. But I get stronger. The more frail I am.
She's on 16, so after 2 rocks, she would have moved to there. Okay. Okay, Happy. What's Happy doing?
I think he's just doing the minor action move.
Yeah. I have my axe out right now, and I'm just gonna do my action
Just move in.
at Brock's. I guess I could rally, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, you can rally.
Yes.
Rally's always good.
Yeah.
You got
Rally's
that.
always good.
Yeah.
I mean, you're a charisma character. You're the charisma dude.
I mean, rally is
Yeah.
is an endurance survival test, but I'm happy for you to do it with charisma and speech as well.
Rally's charisma speech.
Is it charisma speech? All right, okay.
Rally is a lot of things.
Yeah.
Brock might do something different.
Yeah,
Brock
you-
would do like speech.
you can justify it.
You would do
probably.
strength speech, yeah.
Come on, people.
Yeah,
Like,
I'll
you know,
let you do.
It would be like Brock can handle.
Yeah, I'll let you do speech
But,
charisma for a rally test,
2d20.
and it's just for
Right.
action points rally, isn't it?
Yeah, it just earns 2 action points. Difficulty 0.
Oh nope.
Okay, so you didn't get any.
I tried.
Yeah.
Now the Night Stalkers will act. Now, no, I'm just checking its skills. So, just tidying up my screen here. So there's 10 of them. No, there's 7 of them. These ones aren't going to leave his side though, so we're just dealing with these ones. So the top one is going to attack Dimglow. What's my action point situation? I have got fucking loads of action points. Time to die, Dimglow. Watch me spend 6 on this. Why not?
Thinking about how I tried to rally everyone and I ended up choking out my own saliva instead.
That's a sucky roll. Still hit you though. Unless you've got 9 agility. Have you got 9 agility?
No.
No, so that's a hit, yeah?
I'm not agile at all.
Sweet. Okay, so I'm going to roll for damage. And I'm going to... Oh, I can't spend action points on this. Damn.
With discretion dictates on your armor. You bastard.
What a fucking bullshit roll.
Why couldn't you
You were
spend action
saying-
points to do more?
No, I'm thinking of bullets. I can spend action points, can't I? I'm
Yeah.
going to spend 3
Yeah.
action points and roll that
I'm
again.
melee. Yeah, I'm melee.
no-
I'm melee. The only way you
no-
do
no
action
bullets on
points is
that
when you do
blade.
accurate. You have to have a weapon that has accurate to do that. On melee, you can do that. There's no problem with that.
Yeah, I can. So I'm going to roll another
Just
3.
reroll melee?
Okay.
So it's offensive.
So it's 3. I need to roll the. I need to roll the body part.
Oh, Jesus.
So this is on your left arm.
But does it go through the arm?
It doesn't go through
But
my
his
arm.
repair armor.
Doesn't get through your armor.
It doesn't go to the arm.
It's piercing, so that's no.
Nope.
Okay,
Doesn't go
nice,
through.
nice. Okay, now we deal with the other Nightstalker. So we've got these 4 here are going to just all move.
Jesus
I think he
Christ.
moved to.
I'm
He
in
moved,
power.
yeah, I was thinking he moved. I say you probably could delete those if you want to. Just get rid of them.
I can move them to the map layer.
Yeah.
I just wanted them on the token layer so they didn't disappear when I pulled the lines up.
hmm
So those ones are just going to move. And these ones are holding their action until he does something.
Wasn't he holding his action before?
He was holding his action. He's not going to... yeah, so he's not going to act this
What
round.
the-
It's fine, I know what he's doing. It's cool, it's cool. So it's now Dimglow's turn.
Hey,
Dinglow smash.
Dimglow smash, definitely.
Does
gonna
Dimgle
smash
have
the
any
one.
minigun ammo?
He does. He does. But
I
he's
think I
gonna
spent
focus
all
on
mine
this one
last time.
first.
Well, his cryo ammo too, so he can freeze these bastards.
And we have no AP, so never mind. Never mind at all, because I generate AP for the party.
Yeah, generate two.
And I'm gonna use 1 AP to add to my super sledge.
Oh. So that's 10 with Vicious. So that's 13 with 3 piercing. Well, the thing only has 10 hit
3
points,
breaking.
so you're gonna kill it. You can roll the body part for what that death looks like if you want.
Okay, let's do that.
One of its legs. You crush one of its legs. The
I
Nightstalker.
crush one of its legs and it collapses.
Oh, shit. Sorry. Have you got anything else this turn?
Well, I still have my minor action. I'm gonna move 1 zone closer towards these guys.
Okay. So
And
the
I'm
Night.
looking at the smaller ones like, you're next.
So the Nightstalker Alpha is just going to, with his held action, he's going to do Rallying Howl, which means all remaining Night Stalkers get 1 extra free minor action on their next turn. So on their next turn, every one of them gets an extra free minor action on their next turn.
Ooh.
That was his held action. Now it's his turn again. So he's going to do... He's going to move in here and attack Dimglow. No, he's going to move back there. And the 3 of these are going to go with him. That's what he's going to do.
Hey,
Okay.
That's what he's going to do. And then it is Turok's turn.
All right, so let's see. Turok's gonna do the same thing. He is gonna aim at these little bastards and take another shot.
Okay. Good luck.
All right, I will spend an AP.
Need to be very careful with the rules here. There's something sort of.
Ooh.
Oh,
Hey.
right. So, also, when the Nightstalker Alpha on the Nightstalker Alpha's turn, so I'm just going back a little bit for a second, Max. Then you can do that, right? In fact,
No.
You,
That's fine.
you
dude,
deal
it's
with
fine.
that. You deal with that, and then I'll just deal with what happens after this. So you're shooting who?
Probably shooting the same one I wounded. I think it's this one right here, because that's still the closest one to me.
Yep. Now, bear in mind
Okay.
that's 2
Now I'm
zones
doing
away,
the
so that's
reroll.
long. Right, okay.
Yep.
Okay, that's 4 successes. You
Okay.
needed 2 if that's a medium gun.
Yep.
Okay, so you get 2 action points. You may roll the damage.
So that 2 bullets.
Oh. Okay, he's only got 1 resistance, so he's dead. What body part did you hit him in?
Yeah, I'm about to do that. I think that's the chest, isn't it?
Yep.
Okay.
Okay, so now this is what happens at the start of the round. You're gonna love this. Okay, now Warden Clara, on her turn, is gonna go, shit! There's dozens of them! Get in the elevator! Come on, we need to get out of here! And it's Brock's turn.
Brock is gonna do the opposite of listening to her. He's gonna he's gonna move up into the stone and
Okay.
switch out
Smash.
his bat. So
Okay.
he's gonna spend his second minor on that one.
Okay.
And
So you moved with 1 minor. You spent an action point to do a second minor, yeah?
yeah, to switch out.
Yep.
And then I'll spend an extra one to roll on this guy. One of these 3 shoots. The one right in front of me, I guess.
Oh, oh, that's a lot more.
Yeah, there are a lot more. I'm gonna use my reroll for Blitz
Yep.
to just try to get another one.
Well, there you go.
Okay.
So we'll gain 4 AP. I will not spend any extra thing.
So that's 10
10
With enough-
piercing 6.
with enough piercing to
6.
kill him. So which one's dead?
It's the one in the middle, directly in front of me.
Okay, he is dead, completely dead.
And then I'm gonna do a second major action and spend 3 AP to attack the one on the top.
Okay.
The bat.
Oh, that certainly hit him.
Nice.
Gain 2 AP.
That's 9.
That's 9. I'm close.
Yeah, that's 9 with 2 piercing. So you ignore all his resistance. You do the 9 damage. Is that the top one you said, yeah?
Yeah.
So he's got 1 hit point, and that was one of his legs, so he falls prone. And has an injured leg. Is that you, Brock?
Brock, have you covered, small ones?
I love it.
I see that shit coming in. It's like, do I have a fat boy somewhere? Do I have a fat boy somewhere?
Happy. It's your turn.
All right. Brock looks like he's having fun, so I kind of want to go do it too. I'm gonna have to spend 2 move actions. Is that 2 minor actions? So it costs an action point.
No,
If you move 2 spaces, it's a major action.
Yeah, so it'll be 2 to do your attack.
Yeah.
Like
So
you'll only get 1 attack.
Okay, so that's a major action. If you want to attack, it'll cost you 2 action points.
Gotcha.
But I think you've got action boy, so it'll not be any more difficult.
I do have action.
Attack the one on the bottom that I didn't hit. Try to just erase it.
Yeah. Gotcha. Don't worry, you didn't hit. Yeah, that sounds good. Let's see what I can do. I get 2 extra combat dice on this because I'm at less than 3/4 of my max health. So let's pull it up and see what happens.
You've got to hit him first before you roll the damage.
Yeah, you do have to hit him
Matthew. Don't get too
That's
excited,
true.
mate. You've got to hit him first.
Let's see.
I'll do it.
Bam.
Well, there you go.
That'll do it. That gains you an action point as well.
Bam.
Now,
2 extra
now's
dice.
where you get the 2 extra dice. Ooh, 10 with 4 piercing. So he's dead.
Kill the one on the bottom. Kill the one on the bottom.
You may roll a body part to see
I'm gonna
what
see where I hit him.
it looks like. Yeah,
Yeah.
but he is dead.
Yeah. 9 is.
It's the left arm. So front left
The
leg.
leg?
So he goes. You
Just
completely,
really run up there.
because it's an axe. I would say you completely cut the leg off at the shoulder, and as you cut the leg off from the shoulder, its face goes across the ground and scrapes all its face on the ground. Very nice. And that was 2 major
All right.
actions. Would you like to do any minors?
Is rallying a minor?
No, rally's a major.
Alright, then I'm done.
Okay, so now we have all these Nightstalkers that have extra minor actions for free. So I'm going to start with the one on Brock with the crippled leg. So he spends his move to get up from prone and then attacks. Is that right?
Sounds good. Is it just for you one to get up from prone?
Ooh.
Who's the number?
I must
got
remember.
complication.
12. I've got to take 18 thingies off myself. So what's 42 minus 18? 42 minus 20 is 22, so 24, huh? Okay, so that's not going to be enough to hurt you, is it, Brock? Nah, I didn't think so. Okay, so that's that one. Let's now move on to the groups, and there is a way to do them in groups. I'm going to first move them. So these ones are going to go 1, 2, and move to there.
Okay.
These ones are going to go 1. So that's 1 move for them. So that's their free move. So they've done a major to get to there. They've done a major to get to there. They're going to do a minor to get to there. And then I guess 3 of them are going to do another. So, how do I do this? So they've done a major to move to there. They only have a minor. Don't need to do that. And they've all moved. I am going to say that that's it for this round. They all just reposition. So these ones are going to move.
Okay. Any that have like give you some cheats. Any that have major actions, you can have them either try to use the defend action to get more defense, or like, you know, they could still rally. They could just do some. They can howl.
They can
A
howl,
mind other.
yeah. I'm gonna have
You could do a rally like that
I'm gonna have them do a mind other.
to just try to generate some AP with your major action.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
On.
They got a complication. They got a sore throat from howling too hard.
Yeah, they destroy their vocal cords.
2, 3,
My only regret is not having more minigun ammo.
5, 6. How many did I get
That
there?
might be my fault for.
I got 1.
I see. Yeah, I see one.
No, I got 1 was a
Oh,
crit,
yeah,
so that's 2
Yeah,
successes, 3
total,
successes.
looks like.
So that's just 3 action points gained for me, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
So basically, the 6 of them just going, standing round the alpha, going. And it's Dimglo's turn.
Brock goes,
This place is so noisy.
Dimglow
First alarms, not this.
uses his minor action to move into this big group.
Okay,
And I'm gonna spend 1 AP for an additional minor action.
okay.
And I will be I will be reaching for my cryolator, and I look over at the group, especially at the archivist over there. What, you want to have us killed in that elevator shaft? We need to take down the Alpha. And then he points his cryolator straight at the Alpha.
Okay. You will run away from these things, by the way. You're not winning this fight. You will run away. You will run away. Trust me. It's all a matter of time, boys. It's all a matter of time.
I would like to buy 2 additional D20s.
Feel free to be confident and cocky, because that's not going to last.
No.
So, I'm gonna buy 2 additional D20s.
Okay. So that's did I gain anything there or no? You've got action points, right? Okay. So just tell me when you're buying them. I need to know when you're buying them.
Oh no, I'm buying them from you.
All right. So was that 3 action points for me then?
3 action points, yeah.
Okay. Thank you. Okay. You got your success. You only need 1.
And yeah, no, I needed 2 because of my
Okay.
cryolator,
All right. Okay.
I believe. Oh no, I needed 1, so
You
I
needed 1.
generate 3 AP.
We got. Yeah.
And I'm going to use
Are
all
using
my
it-
ammo.
And you're using it on the alpha,
So-
yeah?
I'm using it on the Alpha, and I'm going to use all my ammo. So that means I have a fire rate of 3, so I spent 4 ammo. And
Does it have a blast or?
Does this have blast or burst or spread or anything?
it's got
Burst, spread, and
freeze.
freeze.
it's got freeze,
Burst,
burst,
freeze.
and spread. And
So spread 3.
Well, this thing's got 3 physical resistance, and you don't have piercing, so it's only going to take.
it's energy.
Oh, I think it's got 3 energy resistance. Hang on. Yeah, it's got 3 energy
Maybe
resistance
general-
as well. So
And
it's
I
only
am
going to
going
take
use
3.
a luck point to reroll 2.
Oh, okay. We'll see what happens with that first. You need 2 more to injure it. You got 1. You're only doing 4 damage. Roll the body part.
How much endurance does the creature have?
Bet its body skill, so its body is 10.
10.
So you need
Okay,
5
so I
effects, don't you? In order
I
to
won't
freeze
be
it.
able to freeze it.
Yeah, it
Nope.
doesn't freeze. But it
But-
does burst and spread.
Yeah.
Burst.
So
So do the spread first, because spread is where it hits it in other body parts. So roll 2 other body parts. So it's taken 4 damage to 1 body part so far. And then that's a leg. And that's a leg. Now, Jeff, remind me, burst. Oh no, we're doing spread first. So on spread, it takes the original damage, and then it takes the number of effects. It takes half damage, so it takes half damage 3 times.
Yes.
So it's 4
It-
once, and then it's 2 3 times.
No, it's based off of the total damage that he did. So his original damage of 7, it would do half of that to the 3 body parts.
Rounded down, which is 3, and it's got 3 resistance, so it doesn't do anything on the burst. So he does 4 damage only. Okay.
okay. But then there's also the
But-
3 other ones.
But
that
then
get
we've
hit.
got burst, which is where it'll hit 3 other guys. And am I right in thinking it just hits them for 7 damage? It hits them for the original
Same
roll.
damage.
So you roll body parts for the 3 of them then.
Yeah, and it's gonna be these 3 closest to.
Okay. They're all going to take 6 damage because they all have 1 resistance reduction.
I think
Do I
the
need to roll a body
I
part?
think the spread still exists on it, like with shotgun. Like I that's how I always do it with shotguns and with the flamer.
So how many locations do I need to roll?
Doesn't matter about the locations. Well, it does actually, because you're going to hit them each for, what is it, half damage or the full damage again? Sorry. It's the full damage.
7
is
and
the-
then
it's the full
3 times
damage.
3.
Minus the resistance.
Yeah.
So they're taking 6 damage each. Okay. So, yeah, we'll work out the body parts in a second. Let me do their hit points first. Our music stopped. I need to fix that as well. Bear with me. So many things going on, boys. Music. Okay. So that's their hit points done. They were all going to have crippled legs. That was all 3 was legs, wasn't it?
Yep.
In theory, if it spreads, then each one will get the 3 damage to 3 other body parts.
Does it also spread
And burst.
on them as well?
I believe
Yeah,
so.
Nah.
imagine it would.
So,
You spend all the ammo on it.
So, your spread, your burst.
Slug's flamer is spreading with its burst.
Nah. It does, yeah. So so it's gonna hit them as well, yeah.
Yeah.
So,
Yep.
They
what
still
is?
get the resist on.
So
all
what?
of the-
So how much more damage are they taking?
3 times 3.
Another
Yeah.
3 each. So they're all in minus resistance though.
Yeah.
So they
Minus
all take another 2 each. Okay. Cool. So they take another 2 each, and they've all got a crippled leg. Okay. That wasn't too hard to work out. Fallout, I hate
Well,
you.
they would take-
I hate this game.
They take 6 more each because it's
6.
spreading to 3
Oh.
parts.
3 times.
Three.
3
Three
successes. Yeah.
In that case, they all dead.
They freeze to death.
Ice cream.
It's a meat sickle.
A meat
That was a
sickle.
meat sickle.
Oh yeah.
It's meat-
Oh, this
it's a
is the
meat
one where you
sickle.
had. Yeah, isn't this the one where you had like the frozen guy or some shit?
No.
Yeah.
Braid.
He's eating them. The ice cream's like in the head and starts
Is that your turn
Yeah.
now, Dimglo, yeah?
Brain freeze.
No, because we still got 3 AP. So
Oh,
Dimko is
God.
going to charge his cryolator again
For another shot.
4 seconds. Yeah, for another
Okay.
shot. I'm just gonna use my cryolator.
Make sure you're tracking the
wait.
ammo on that, because there's no other ammo for that
Yeah.
available.
Oh, I
Yeah,
didn't even
it
need
would've-
AP because I succeeded.
Ooh, very nice. Okay.
I generate an AP.
Yay.
And
You
I'm
would
also
have needed to
going-
spend 3 more of the ammo to burst onto those other ones.
Alright, so spend another 3 ammo, remember, to do your
Would've been
burst.
on 7 total for your first attack.
Okay, and then this time I'm also going to use my full fire rate and my last luck point to reroll 3 of those because that's a disappointing roll.
That's a disappointing roll. And this is at the alpha again, yeah? Ooh, that's a
lot
good
better.
roll.
The alpha and then everything around
Yeah.
it.
So it's
Seven
7
spread,
with 5
five-
bursts and 5 spreads and
5
5
spread.
freezes. Now, do you have to equal half his endurance to freeze him?
Yep,
Or beat it?
equal.
Because you're going to freeze him, I think. I think you're going to freeze him this time. So the... How much was it total? 7?
7, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
So he's going to take 7 minus his 3 resistance first. He's going to take 4 damage to start with. Okay.
Mhm.
And then
Where?
we're
Where-
dealing with burst and spread. So spread means it's going to hit another 5 body parts for
Mhm.
half of the 7.
Yep.
It'd be 4, right?
Hanging rounds down.
Or 3.
So it was 3 last time.
Yeah, it bursts 5 times, so it's going to hit for another 3 damage 5 times, yeah?
The spread, yeah.
Yeah, well, he's got 3
believe so.
resistance, so the spread isn't going to do any more damage to him, but you've also got burst. So you're now going to hit
the rest of
5
those
other
dudes.
guys in that zone. So the 3 guys in that zone, you're now going to hit them all for the 7 damage minus their 1 resistance each. You're going to hit them all for 6 damage, is that right?
Yeah, and then the,
plus-
and then it's
will
going to
spread.
spread. I think we've got that wrong, Jeff. I think when you burst, you only hit them one time. The spreads all over this guy, and then it bursts to these guys. I don't think it bursts and spreads again, but we can look into that later. I'm not too worried. They're all going to be dead. Quite simply, they are all dead. There's no need to do the maths
I mean,
on
if
that.
anything, it's cleaning a house.
Yeah.
That's all I was thinking of doing.
There
is cleaning
is
a
no
house.
need for me to do the maths on that. They are all dead. And that'll be Demglow's turn, nah?
Yeah, that's gonna be his turn.
Yeah. Yeah.
And the
Then
brute
the
mother-
big guy.
The alpha is frozen, right?
The alpha will be frozen. So what's the rules on the frozen? Enemies hit by this
Basically,
attack will be
no
frozen if the number of effects rolled are equal or more than half the target's endurance, which you did. A frozen creature cannot take actions on its next turn, so it doesn't take any actions on its turn.
Nope.
Wow, very nice, David.
Yeah.
Very nice,
Run!
David.
Run!
Now,
Run!
but just wait, because this is where it gets really fun.
No, kill
So
it.
so the first wave was 6 Nightstalkers. Second wave was 9. That means the third wave is 12. Bear with me a second.
Guys, run! You hear Brock?
Run.
You hear Brock? Run your asses!
This is the greatest day of Brock's life. Are you kidding? Yeah. Brock will stay at the top of the elevator while you guys do the rest of the rest.
No. Hey, you know what you do? If you can tie yourself in the elevator, right, and you're dangling yourself right in front of the entrance that they're coming at you, be like, "Wee, swing back. Just
Now the
swing
alpha
and peace out.
can't do anything because he's frozen. We miss the alpha and we go to Turok.
She says that.
I love
she said
this
that way,
encounter.
So, all right. So the question is that can we see down into?
So you
the,
so when you were close to
elevator?
it, Brock was quite close to it. Brock could see that there was the elevator is at the bottom of the thing. If you wanted to go down there, it's going to be a drop down. If you go down there, it's going to be either a strength athletics 2 or an agility athletics 2, or you're going to fall and take some damage.
Wait, is there no cables or anything we can propel down on it?
That's what you're doing
Or-
those checks for.
Yeah, that's what
Is
the
to
that's what the
rappel
check
down,
is for,
though.
is to rappel yourself down on the cable.
Yeah.
That's exactly
that's
what
why I
the
was
check
making
is.
sure
Yeah,
that
yeah,
it
yeah,
was-
yeah. There is
Yeah,
something. There
so-
is a way to do it. That's what the check is for. Yes.
All right, so Turok just
Bro-
yells at the group, "It's like we need to get the hell out of here."
Jeff's going to see how
He-
many
he
rounds we
calls
can do
his
this
dog.
for. I think.
Ice cream.
If the alpha dies, we become the alpha.
He's got to get some ice cream first. Oh my god.
No,
We'll play out
no,
this
so,
round, and then
Turok
I'm going.
basically.
Then we're going to have a halftime break. We'll play out this round, then we're going to have a halftime break. Okay. What are you doing,
Okay.
Max?
So,
So you're running towards the elevator.
he just walks over to the elevator. He basically, at one point to minor action, put up his pull up his rifle up. He's like, "Come here, dog. Let's go down."
I'm not going to make the dog make a check. I'm going to say that if you get down, the dog gets down with you. Have you got? So you're doing it as
Yeah.
your major action this turn. You're going to go down.
Yeah,
Would you like to do strength or
Yeah.
or agility?
I will do an agility.
Tell you what, to make this more realistic, right? It's a strength athletics or agility athletics 2, but to get you and the dog down safely, I'm going to make it difficulty 3. How's that? I'll add on 1 difficulty to get the dog down safely with you.
Okay,
I think that's fair,
works.
because you go down a rope with a dog under your arm. The dog can't climb down a rope. So difficulty
The
3.
dog
No.
assists.
So
The dog's not
The other-
assisting.
no, it's sitting there, and I'm kind of like, yeah. So I'm like, doing Tarzan style. Okay,
Okay,
Come on, James.
difficulty 3
it's
for
like,
you and
come
the
on.
dog then.
okay. So there are 2 AP there. I'm gonna buy 1 from you to give me 2 extra AP. So I'm buying 1 from you and using the 2 AP that's there.
Yep. So you're getting 2 extra dice.
Mhm.
Cool. That is... Oh, you need 3. To get you and the dog down safely.
I will spend 1 luck.
And we roll the
You
19.
Roll it 15.
Well, roll the 19 first.
That's what I plan to do.
Okay, 1 more and you and the dog safely get down. But because you've got 2, I'm going to say if you don't get another one, you get down but the dog falls, so the dog's going to take some damage, but you're not. Because I'm a bastard.
Oh, that's.
I could make it you that takes the damage, but no, I'm a cunt, it'll be the dog. You and the dog can get down safely. So, What I'll do is people who are down safely can just sit in that elevator space.
The dog just like on it, just like going down. Like...
Yeah, so you have gotten yourself to safety. So next, it's going to be Ward and Clara, and I am going to make her make a roll for this. So, it's...
I say, unfortunately, I can't help catch her because it's like my turn's going down, so I can't like assist her.
It's strength athletics. Do you guys want... Is she going to spend any of your action points? Can she spend any?
We don't have
We
any.
have 0.
We don't have any.
You have 0. I mean, you can
We have
buy
0.
them. It's extra dice. You can buy them if you wish.
I say buy one.
Buy one? Okay, so that's one action
I say
point.
buy
for
one.
you. She only needs 2
Give
successes.
Self AP roll.
Well, there you go. We
She
get,
only did 2, so you gain 1 back, so that's 1 more action point for you guys, and she gets to safety. Brock, it's your turn.
You hear me? It's like, let's go.
Rock is going to finish off this one that's next to him, I think.
Okay.
If you didn't, I was
no extra dice.
He's got 1 hit point, you just need to fart hard and he's dead.
Yeah.
Have you ever smelled a super mutant fart?
Ooh.
That's crazy.
Ah, yeah, he's more than
It
dead.
smells like cheese. It smells like cheese.
This guy ate a frozen brain. I can't even imagine the smells coming out of this guy.
Oh, yeah, it's frozen human brain. It's going to be fucking disgusting farts. Like.
It's like, I can't even imagine.
The major action to attack, minor action to move, yeah?
Yep. Then I'm doing a second major and spending 1 action point to hit this frozen guy.
Okay. Now, he's frozen, so I would say that the difficulty to hit him is like he's prone, so the difficulty becomes 0 to hit him.
You got 1 AP.
It's still my second major, so I
So it still increases by 1, yeah. You don't have
Yeah.
action boy, do you?
no, but I have blitz, so I got to reroll for.
You gotta reroll.
to him.
Okay.
So I'll gain 2 then if that's the case.
And you may roll your
I should
damage.
probably roll damage. Yeah.
You got 3 successes, so
I don't think I'm gonna spend AP to increase my damage. I'm just gonna serve it up to him.
So that's 11?
points. Yeah.
And it gets through all his piercing. What body part do you hit with that?
One of his legs.
One of his legs. So he goes prone, as well as being frozen, and he takes, what was it, 11?
Yep.
Okay. He doesn't even look near bloodied yet. It's a minor wound to him. And that's you, isn't it, Brock?
Yep.
Hey, Happy.
Could do another minor, but I don't know.
No? Okay. Happy's turn.
Can I drink a beer as a minor act?
Yes, you can drink a beer as a minor action if you want, yeah?
Alright, I'm gonna do that. That was my
I'm imagining Bronx
to get lost up for the rest of it.
He's like,
just like,
you wait, yeah.
it's like,
Okay, we fight now! Wah! Right, Happy.
all right, I'm gonna come over here and help them a little bit.
Okay. Minor action move.
It's difficulty 0 to hit.
It is difficulty 0 to hit while he's frozen, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
He's also prone. So he's frozen and prone. Lying on the ground with a fucked up leg, frozen. Can't do shit.
I'm gonna buy 1 dice from you, just so I can get a potential reroll.
Okay.
Right, that's how that
Now,
works.
even if you kill this alpha, there's no way you're winning this fight, because the waves get bigger and bigger and bigger and bigger.
There we go.
Ooh!
Yeah, 4 AP sounds good to me.
Yeah, that's gonna hurt.
And-
Did you need to buy 1 for the extra one? Because you just moved and did like you just need
I
to
was
spend
gonna-
1 card.
I was gonna do it just in case I needed the reroll.
Yeah,
that-
but
do I have
we
to
had
put
the
those-
AP is what I'm saying.
It's difficulty with
I
0,
think-
remember?
Oh yeah, I guess we could just do that instead.
You spent 1 to gain 4.
Yeah.
I wouldn't worry about it.
Yeah, I'm not complaining.
Okay, roll me some damage.
Bam.
Bam. 7 with 3 piercing.
I can reroll. You can. How do you reroll melee damage? You spend a luck point to do it, or?
You spend a
Yeah,
luck
you
point
can-
to roll
Yes.
3.
Reroll 3.
Yeah.
Okay. I'll spend my last luck to reroll 3 of those just for
Okay.
fun. Not doing anything else with it.
What, did I hear last luck point? Oh, I love the sound of that.
I still got 1 left.
Only 1!
Oh,
Fucking
oops, I
brilliant,
didn't mean to do
Max.
that.
Thanks for letting me know. I fucking love that.
Ignore that one.
Or we could
Didn't
just
mean
take
to
the
do
first.
that.
We could just take the first 3 dice out of that one, Matthew. So So it's
Yeah, that works.
2 with 2 effects. So you've got 9 with 5 piercing. So it's 9 damage.
piercing.
Roll me a body part.
Hit the chest.
That's another one of his legs.
Wow. I guess I'll do a second attack.
Okay, so that's 2 action points that'll cost you.
Only 1 because of action. Oh no, the difficulty.
No, it costs you 2. It's the difficulty doesn't go up.
Yeah, that's right. There we go. Let's see. What's our?
We have 3 AP.
You have
So
3.
you can roll 3 or 4 dice.
I'll roll 3. Bam, 3 back.
Okay, 3 back, yeah. He is prone still and frozen.
And 2 additional dice.
I'll be pissed off if you kill the alpha, like.
Do you-
You're not
Do
supposed
you
to
want
kill...
to spend AP? Do you want to spend AP to do more damage? Or?
You're not supposed
Oh,
to
yeah.
kill the alpha. No, it's too late. If you want
How's
to...
that-
No, you're experienced players now. You're experienced players now. If you want to spend action points to roll extra damage, you do it before the roll, not after. You can spend a luck point
I
if
do
you
that
want.
always. I've always.
don't know how to do it.
That's like
I know you don't have any. I fucking love that you don't have any. So, that is 7 with all the piercing. So that is 7 damage on which body part this time? You're not supposed to
Bam,
kill the
right,
alpha,
same
guys.
on the same leg.
Another leg. You're not supposed to kill the fucking alpha, guys.
Oh no, that's Alpha's toe.
So he's sitting there and killed the alpha and just waves and waves. Look at the spirits we're getting.
Now it's
We'll
the turn
probably leave
of...
to the waves of enemies eventually.
Now
but
it's
we
turn
gotta-
of the
we gotta at least
Nightstalkers.
kill the Alpha first.
So these Nightstalkers are just going to do 2 moves.
We're gonna
I'll
do
leave
it.
I'll leave them there first because I'm going to deal with the other ones. Because these ones first, because they're going to get an attack. So 3 of them are going to move, and they're going to attack Dimglow. I'll just say they're all going to attack Dimglow because that's fun. And I'm not going to spend action
So
points. I'm
you
saving
got
them.
the bronze and you got the Henmen.
Got him. And I'm going to spend 3 action points on the damage.
Mhm.
That's not going to do anything, is it?
That's not gonna do anything.
Next one. So I gain
Ooh,
2 action
two.
points. So I just
Two.
spent 1 and gained 2, so that's a total of up 1. But I'm going to spend
Does he
3,
have,
so it's going to go down to that.
He only has defense 1.
Yeah.
Yeah, I have defense 1, but I have a lot of armor.
Yeah, it's got good armor. Is 6 getting through anywhere on you? It might actually. I need to check the body part, don't I?
Which body part?
Right leg.
That's
But wouldn't it do damage?
gonna go
damage
through.
for the armor first.
It goes through, but it goes off the armor's health points, not your hit points. So your right leg will take that number after resistance. So whatever your reduction is, what's your reduction on that leg?
5.
So you'll take
4
1
because
damage.
of the armor and 1 because of my perk, so it's
So
1
you'll
damage.
take 1
right?
hit point damage to the armor. Power.
And which one, right or left leg?
Right.
Okay.
I think something's happened to my Twitch. It says reconnecting at the top of my Streamlabs. Is the Twitch live still? Is the thing still live? It is.
Do we need to take a break right quick? Or
I was about to do halftime break anyway, so I'm not too worried. I'll do that in a second. But yeah, it looks like there's something wrong with Twitch. But that was Dimglow's first major... No. Yeah, that was it biting you, wasn't it? So we've got Dimglow left. That was its first major action, wasn't it? So I'm going to spend 2 action points to do it again. I'm going to spend 2 action points, and I'm going to do it again. So I gain an action point. So I'm just going to take 2 off myself because I'm about to spend 3 on damage. Ooh, yeah, let's roll the body part for that one.
that's gonna do something.
That's going to do something. But this is on your torso, David. What's your reduction on the torso? I think it's quite good. Here it comes.
Wasn't it like 8 or something?
What's your reduction on the torso, David?
My torso is an 8.
It'll take 5.
Wasn't the alpha frozen?
Yeah, but it's his turn now. So that
Okay.
he missed a turn frozen. It's now his turn.
Okay.
So he's missed a turn, and then no.
No,
That,
no, was he prone?
do you know what?
No, he was prone.
Do you know what? I've made a massive mistake. It was the Nightstalkers that were attacking you, not the Alpha.
Yeah,
So
yeah, you clicked right. The
I'm-
alpha,
I'm gonna give myself the action points back. I'm gonna give myself the action points back. Give yourself the health point back because the normal things wouldn't have got through with that. So just give yourself the health point back, and I'm gonna roll the last one. That was my mistake. I was rolling from the Nightstalker Alpha sheet and not the Nightstalker. Third one misses you. Okay, so now these 3 are gonna move to here, but that's 2. These 3 are gonna move to here, but that's 2. These 3 are going to move to here, but that's 2. These 3 are going to move to here. These 3 are going to move to here. And then I've got 12 of them are going to do rally.
It's so loud in here, guys.
I could just do it. I'll do 4d26 times instead, right? It just makes it easier.
Yeah.
Yeah, it is all difficulty 0, so.
So it's just the total how many I get, and that's my action points, right? So
Yeah, looks like 6.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 action points for me. Then we have Brother Dimglow. Then that's the end of the turn, so we'll do half time after Dimglow's done.
Okay. So Dimglow is going to change his weapon with his minor action. And he's going for his big hammer, and he's going for the alpha. And I'm gonna buy 1 additional D20.
We're gonna have the most hilarious retreat to this elevator shaft ever. That's gonna be so funny.
Is it? I think I know what you're gonna do, Jeff. I can't wait. I know what you're gonna
I
do.
spent 1 AP
Don't
and
spoil
I
it for the
generated
audience.
3 AP.
Yep. Okay. I know
I don't
exactly
think
what
it's
you're
that
gonna do.
entertaining, but I think it's fun
Let's
for me.
say
I know what you're gonna do.
I invest all 3 AP in my damage.
Okay. Let me change the soundtrack. So...
Oh my god, that's 8
Oh my god.
19 breaking. Oh, that's no, it's 20.
And that's on the alpha.
20
20.
AP for
Oh, 20 with 4 piercing, so you're ignoring
to the.
David. You're not supposed to kill the alpha.
I'm the alpha now.
You are the alpha now because he had
Yeah.
20. He had exactly 20 hit points left. You son of a bitch! You're not supposed to kill the alpha, David.
He gets for having such a killable face.
You are not supposed to kill the alpha.
Just imagine all the
killed the
names.
alpha.
You got
Well
Deacon,
done.
Doctor, Dad, and now Alpha.
Well done, Alpha Dimglow. You killed the fucking Alpha Nightstalker. Well
Okay.
done.
And Dimglow.
No, he's Alpha Deacon brother.
Alpha
Brother
Deacon,
Deacon
Brother
Alpha.
Dimglow.
Oh, yeah,
Brother
yeah,
Deacon,
Brother
Alpha
Deacon,
Dimglow,
Alpha.
yeah.
Doctor, yeah.
Brother Deacon. No, I think Alpha brother Deacon Dimglow. I think Alpha is better than the first.
Just seen that picture, Jeff.
Just
That's so
for
cute.
the hell of it,
Get another one.
Dimglow will kick the corpse towards the other Nightstalkers, and he will start
Just as an intimidation.
growling. Yeah.
Okay. Give me a strength speech test, just to see how good it is.
Okay.
It's a major action, but I'm not going to count it as a major action. I'll just let you do it for free. So to see how good it is.
Oh my god.
Oh, it's pretty good.
Dude.
It's pretty good. They're not going to consider you the alpha now, though. So, we still have the Nightstalkers. No, the Nightstalkers went, and Dimglow's went. Have you got anything else, Dimglow?
Well, I'm gonna
Come on,
spend
Phil.
1 AP to move back one, so now
Okay.
now we have killed the alpha.
So,
Oh no, you should spend and attack again and then move back. Just kill another one, and we're gonna just keep killing them and slowly backing in there.
That's my turn.
okay. So, we'll take a halftime break, and then we'll deal with the rest after halftime, yeah?
Alright. Sounds good.
Nice one. Alright, Twitch. We won't be long. We'll see you in 5 minutes. Thank you for tuning in.
I
Love
might
you.
take 10 because I'm gonna feed my son.
Of course. We'll be back in 10 minutes, Twitch.
Okay.
Love ya.
Be right back.
And we are back for part 2 of Fallout Secrets from the Verdant Vale, session 7. Thanks for staying tuned, troops. So, we start a new round, and at the start of a new round, another 15 Nightstalkers will appear. Turok, it's your turn. No, it's not your turn. You are off the map. You have successfully got
but
yourself
I
to
would
safety.
yell up. I would
You can
yell
yell.
up. I'm like, yeah. I was like, stop waving your dicks around. Let's go.
That's a rally, right? Rally.
Yeah.
I mean,
Yeah,
I
that's the
could.
rally.
I could probably do that.
And Clara will do the same. Yeah, stop waving your dicks around and get down here. You're all going to die. And Brock, it's your turn.
Happy starts doing the meat spin.
Oh,
Meat
God.
spin. Oh my god. I used to put that on it. Remember putting that on at parties on the family
Yeah.
computer at your
Yeah.
mate's house party, and then just walking away and leaving it. Me too.
We hit that
Gotta-
computers when they were.
I'm just gonna do a minor action to move back to just stay in the same space as Dim Glow for now, and
Right.
then I'm gonna use my major to ready to smash one of these dudes when
Okay.
it tries to attack one of us.
Happy's turn.
Run, full out run, dude. Just fucking run.
We gotta become. We are the wall, guys. We are the wall. You just join
I've
up.
seen this. It's like you like lightsabers and all the clankers coming after you.
Happy, stand with us against the waves.
What's it gonna be, Happy?
Brace yourself.
Well, don't forget the super mute is the only one that can absorb the poison.
Happy squeezes his butt real tight. He's bracing.
Bracing for raping. Oh, you're gonna get bummed if you don't run away, like.
Dude, I would run. I'll full run. Just full run.
There you go.
You just move in one zone?
Jeff, do you want me to hang out with you and just in case, or?
Do the one zone and then ready to attack one of these dudes when they try to attack us.
That's a good idea.
Yeah, that sounds good. Yeah, that's great.
We just move back while we keep killing them.
Because they are about to
Yeah.
move in and start attacking you, so you two will get to attack first. So, I guess I'll do them one at a time. So who wants to go first? I think, Brock, you held your action first, so I guess you go first, right?
That one's also up on the top by me, so I'll take that one.
Okay.
I will spend one extra dice.
Okay.
I have my beer reroll if I need it.
You hit
I'll
him.
use it for fun.
Oh yeah, you drank a beer, eh? Now you got 3 successes, you gain 2 action
Nice.
points. You may roll damage.
Hey.
I'm going to spend 3 action points for extra damage when I do this.
Okay. Oh, he's dead.
Oh.
I ain't even counting that.
It's a
I don't need to count that. He's fucking dead.
Yeah. Jesus.
More
Christ.
than 10.
Oh yeah. So the next one,
Yeah.
we'll do the same. So, Happy, you also had a held attack. Would you like to make it?
Yes, please.
And then I get to move 10 of them individually. I can probably fucking hurt you with 10 of them, guys.
I'm telling you guys, run.
We're working on it.
I got a complication.
Okay. I'll just take an action point for that.
There. Is it 1 or 2 to hit him?
1. It's a hit. You've hit him.
1. Bam. Alright, so 2 extra dice. Yeah.
Well, it's 8 with 4 piercing,
That
so you're
was,
gonna do 8. So which body part? Oh shit!
1.
The head.
On the head.
I just clear right in the head, like.
Oh, he's not. No, he's not
Stunned it.
dead.
You stunned it.
He's stunned.
No attack for that guy.
No attack for that guy.
I
Yeah.
got brain damage
So
and
he's
shit.
stunned. So does that mean he now loses his main action, or what?
Yeah.
Major
can't do
action.
Yes, yes.
Yep.
You
Okay.
spend action points to do it anyway. But
I can spend. I have action points. I'm going to spend 2, and let him have an attack.
Got one.
Mhm.
So he's going to attack happy. Now, he's stunned. Does that mean he's blinded as well? So the difficulty goes up by 2?
Yeah.
Yeah, okay. So difficulty's 3 for this. Okay, I'm gonna spend 2 action points to roll. No, sorry, 3 action points to roll 2 extra dice.
I'm glad that game mechanic's the same for the bad guys and the good guys.
So, happy your dexterity's not 9, that hits you, right?
Yes.
Okay, so I'm going to spend the 3 action points to do the extra damage dice.
I thought you had to have 3 to hit him because of the blindness.
Oh yeah, I did. I didn't hit you. I didn't even hit you.
Oh, shoot.
Yeah, so I'll give myself those 3 action points back.
Yeah, that's why you were getting more points to chance to hit
Yeah,
him.
I
Him.
didn't even hit you. Right, so now we start doing these one at a time, but I'm going to get Jeff's help and I'm going to do the group rules. How do we do this then, Jeff? There's 10 of them.
So if there's 10 of them, then they just all 9 of them would assist one attacker. So
Right.
you get 9 extra d20s from assisting. You can
And also
spend
1 additional
for,
d6, I believe.
Yeah, and then it'll be an additional combat dice per thing if it hits, which hypothetically it should.
So what am I rolling here? An attack with 9 assists?
Yeah,
It's just one skill check, I believe. But you can, for each creature, you get 1 additional d6, if I recall correctly.
Well, you also get an additional d20.
You also
for
get
them assisting
you
the
also get
attack.
9 assists. So I'm going to roll. That's the first 5 dice. So I've now got to roll another 6 dice. Yeah.
6.
Yeah,
That's 6
you should
right
be
there.
rolling-
So there's another 5.
3 more? Oh yeah.
You should be rolling 11 total, like 2 for his
Yep.
main attack, and then 9 extra. So there should be 1 more in here.
I believe the rules for it are in the Winter of Atom book, grouping attacks.
It's in the core rulebook too.
So it's 5 it's 5 successes. So I gain 4 action points. Yeah.
Yes.
Yes.
Okay. And now I roll damage with an extra 9 dice.
Yeah, and you can spend up to 3 more action points to add.
Okay. So I'm going to spend the 3 action points. And that means I roll 12 extra dice, yeah?
Yes.
Ooh, right. Ooh, so I'm going to do this on Brock, because this might be one of my very rare chances to hurt Brock.
He's like, go after the big one.
Nah, I'm going to go after the big guy.
So you got 2 action points then.
Yeah, it's only gained 2 action points. Now, 10 isn't even going to get you, is it?
To where?
Yeah, it depends on where. It'll
Okay.
hurt my head.
Okay, hopefully it's the head. Torso.
Torso.
It's not enough, is it?
Puppies!
I should have just attacked one of the other guys and fucking killed them. I should have just killed your mates.
Dude,
Now-
guys, run. When it's
Now,
your turn,
now,
run.
now
Just
that's
full on run.
now that's them, and they'll all move into there. They'll move to there. They'll move to there. And they'll move to.
All right, guys, that's enough. I mean, even Brock be like, this might be too much puppies.
We're working on it. We still can't even get all the way there with the next turn anyway.
And it's
so.
Dimglow's turn.
Well, Dimglow's just gonna sprint, because clearly his intimidation didn't help.
There's fucking a million of them now.
And that's his turn.
Okay. And that's the end of the round. So, this is where it gets really interesting. So that's 1,
What's
2,
like
3,
20
4.
something now? It's like 20 something, right?
Oh, hold on. I need to get 1, 2,
We
3,
did
4, 5.
15 last time.
Yep. So it's another 18 this time. So I need to basically double that up.
Is there an end to them
Oh,
in the
but-
book?
No.
It's a computer glitch. It's like you fucked up with the game, and it has a glitch of waving enemies.
The Zergrush.
Does anyone have a fat man?
And it's your turn to rock. No, it's not. You're down there. So you can shout.
Can I do a rallying call? Can I do a rallying call?
Nah, they can't see you, so I'm going to say no. Once you get yourself to safety, you can't help the team.
Yeah.
So that's
I'm
the
just yelling,
downside. You can get yourself safe, but that's it over. Oh, okay. So you're a swinging a hit. Okay, so you gain 4 action points.
I'm gonna.
That's
we'll go to
10,
max. I'm gonna spend
10,
1
here,
to
6.
do the.
And that's 10, so he's dead.
And then I'll do my second major
To move to.
back it up a bit.
Yeah. Okay. Okay. Happy.
Run happy.
Do the same thing I did.
You could do an attack
Take
and then
one out.
and then spend 2 action points to move if you wanted.
Okay. We gotta whittle them down for when they do attack us.
That's fair. Yeah, I'll get the attack in first.
Okay.
That only requires 2.
That was 18 that round, so it's 21 next round. Okay, great.
2 damage.
You see how you can't win this?
If you had 3 guys like Brock and just like they could survive and they're doing like less than like I'm like okay. No, because if you do group tactics, it'd be big enough.
Eventually, you're getting overrun with the group tactics. Yeah, because eventually,
Exactly.
I'm throwing 100 assists and 100 damage dice. Eventually,
Reactivate the
In
security protocol, then they can't get in.
within about 4 more rounds, I'm throwing 100 assists. Because 21 arrive next round, and then 24 the round after that. So the next 4 rounds, 100 more of them are going to show up.
Well, I was that David was asking is like technically if he got to the point where the dude jumped out, you could have pressed the button, close the things down, and they'll be scratching at the doors. I'm like, okay.
No, there's no
Puppy
button to shut
scratch.
the door again. You can't reactivate the lockdown.
Oh,
Okay.
so it was just one and done.
Mm-mm.
Okay.
Alright.
Okay.
I gave it 4 damage and piercing 1.
Okay.
And then I'm whooping.
At least we took the alpha down.
You did.
Yeah. Good
Okay.
times.
But now, it is their turn. So they are going to... Well, saying that, they're going to be moving too, aren't they? So, they'll all just move. Well, that's 1. No, wait, they were there. So, yeah, that's 1.
Map is insane.
So that's 2. So you are going to get a bunch of them in your zone. So let's count. I think it was 10.
Weren't they over here?
One of them.
No, most of them were
but
there,
they said they could-
and half of them were there.
they
So
could
the ones that
still
were there
sprint
are now
and
there.
Use the second action.
Yep.
They use the second main action to attack.
Thing is, these ones can sprint, and they're all in there. They don't. They'll do it after because they're not going to get the assist. But we're going to have one of them attacking Brock, and I'm going to do it on Brock one more time. This is the last time I'm doing it on Brock. But I do it with how many assists? 9 assists, eh? So basically, I roll.
Yes, I believe.
10 of them in there?
Yeah, there's still.
killed one of them.
No, there'll be 9 of them in there, so it's 8 assists now.
Yep. Misses.
So it's a total of 10 dice. So there's the first 5.
How much AP have you already poured into this Oliver?
And there's the second 5. So that didn't cost me any action
Oh
points.
no,
that.
no, he
That
hasn't.
cost
No,
me
this is
0
the
action
swarm
points.
tactics.
So I gained 3
This
action
is
points
swarm
from that. No,
Actually,
2.
You gain 1 because it's their second major action.
You're
Yeah,
right,
exactly.
I gained 1.
Defense 3 from that.
I gained 1.
So it'd be a me too.
So these ones will move, but the rest of them are going to get their assist attack. So this is an attack with 9 assists. So it's the damage plus 9, isn't it? Plus another 3, because I'm going to spend 3 action points. So it's 9 plus 12.
Those dudes were here. They because they were zoned behind these guys and they majored there.
Yeah, but
Guys trying to sneak in some more.
they've majored to there. So those guys. Oh yeah, no, you're right.
Yeah, the
Yeah,
first
you're right.
Yeah,
You're
those
right. You're
other
right.
ones
You're
can't
right.
attack. They
Yeah,
can
you're
get
right.
there, but they can't attack.
You're right.
Thank goodness.
But that's 15, so that's going to hit you.
3 damage.
It's on his head.
Oh yeah, don't.
So what's your resistance on the head?
It's 7, but
Ooh, so you're gonna take
see here.
8. Well, this has
So-
piercing, so
Three of those dudes you said couldn't get there, right?
yeah.
So we got a bunch of extra damage on the end, but I'll still end up taking a lot of that.
So there's an extra 2 dice, so just ignore the last 2 dice. So it's 14 with 5 piercing. So you're only going to have 2 resistance, so you're going to take 12 damage to the head.
Okay.
Ooh.
You're immune to the poison damage.
Mhm.
So 12 to the head, you've got an injured head.
That's true.
Well, we got AP. He can use his main action to jump.
And it's-
to go.
That's also true.
And the rest of these are going to go 1, 2. And these guys are going to go 1, 2. These guys will go 1, 2. And these guys will go 1, 2. And it's Dimglow's turn.
Join us. Join us in the dark side.
Yeah, Dimglow is going to sprint right down into the elevator shaft.
Okay. Now you've got to make a test. Would you like to do it on strength or agility?
Do I have to do that with my power armor? Because
No, you can just jump down because you've got
Yeah.
power armor on it. That's
Yeah.
right. You can just jump
Yeah.
down because you've got power armor on. So I want Dimglow. No, I want Turok and Ward and Clara to make agility tests to not get landed on. I'm going to say the difficulty's only 1 though. Difficulty 1, you need to make agility test to not get landed on, Max.
Oh no, that's
Agility
fine.
athletics. Or strength athletics, it would be. No, we'll do it on agility athletics. Agility athletics.
I will spend an EP to give me an extra dice.
You're fine.
And
do it.
it gives you 2 extra AP, guys.
And Clara's fine. Plus 1 more AP. So you can add another one from Clara.
So we got max.
So I even generate you guys AP. Perfect. Just jumping down and giving you guys AP.
No, because you don't see it because it's dark down there, so we don't see you. But as soon as you come down, we're like, Superman down.
Okay. That was Dimglow. Now that's the end of the turn. So, right, 1. Right, let me just do some counting. So that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. So that's 9. Okay. So.
His computer's going to start sputtering out with how many monsters coming out.
No, my graphics card can handle this, mate. I've got a good graphics card. Just upgraded it not
I was
that long
joking,
ago.
bud. I was just joking.
I've got the hardware, bro. I've got the hardware. I'm a streamer. So another 21 of them will appear at the end of the round, and it's Turok's turn.
I look at Dimglow and I'm like,
Oh no, yeah, sorry.
Are they coming or what?
Yeah, it's not really your turn. You're not doing anything. Clara also not doing anything.
They should get out of the way. With,
No, I'm standing on top
Clara,
of Dimglow. I'm getting on
Clara
top of
presses
Dimglow.
herself into the corner. Brock's turn.
Hey, like point your head up so they can see the light.
I gotta spend the EP to major action my way to
Yeah.
that elevator shaft.
Yeah. So it would be it's a major action because you've sprinted to get there. It'd be a major action to do the thing. Are you wanting to do strength athletics or agility athletics?
I'll do strength.
I thought you might. And it's
I get a
difficulty
reroll
2.
from
and you
my
get
gear,
you get a
so.
reroll from your gear as well, and your beer. You get
Yeah.
it's athletics, so you get it from your clothing and beer for the strength. So you've actually got 2 rerolls that you're not going to need.
They got 4.
Yeah. So you're down. You're safe.
I
Okay.
needed how many?
You needed 2,
2?
and you
I
got
think it's-
4, so you're golden.
So,
So yeah,
Happy turn.
fixing.
So we,
I'm gonna do the same thing.
Okay, so
You know how to wear anything. You just
front
go.
of
so it's a major action to get there. So it'll be so it's a second major action. So it's going to cost you 2 action points. Would you like to roll strength athletics or agility athletics?
Strength athletics.
Okay.
Oh, he's the powered armor too.
Oh, you're in power armor. You can just jump down.
Yeah.
No.
Okay, I want agility athletics from everybody that's down there. 1. Difficulty 1.
I just like.
Clara's good.
Do you want me to give you one, or is this because I'm jumping down?
Not you. Everybody except you.
I'm gonna use 1 AP, just to be safe.
I'm using 1 AP too.
Okay.
I'm also. Gonna
Man, we're generating a lot of
You
that back
generate
anyway.
action points.
Yeah,
You should-
like,
we're gonna get it all
Yeah,
back.
we're gonna-
You get it all back.
Yeah,
Yeah.
like it fluctuates back and forth.
Okay. So.
Happy fucking taking this thing for a test drive, man. He's having a great time.
Well, hey, no, since Brock had the head damage, can brother Dingo fix his head?
Sure, he can do that. in a
Well,
second.
I'm going to move.
Yeah,
You know,
we'll work our way to that.
I'm going to move you to a new map first. Bear with
Oh
me.
no, that's fine. I was just asking.
And then I'm going to read something.
You can certainly heal Brock. I don't know if you can fix him though.
No, fix him. That he's not completely brain damaged.
Yeah, taste the icy treat if he was.
You guys are here.
Oh, yeah, we're way down on the bottom.
I'm just going to go back to the other map and forgot to bring the action points over. So this is my map that technically can procedurally generate encounters. Shout out to Logan Bryan for making it for me. You're a legend.
Oh, he is. It's off to the side. You can't even see it. I'm like, okay.
Yeah,
There you go.
that was like the darkness.
You enter a flooded tunnel, which proceeds forward a short distance before fading out of sight into the gloom ahead. The foul, murky water at your feet stands no more than a few inches deep, and is fed by nameless effluents trickling silently from crevices in the crumbling walls. A faint sulphurous odour stings your nostrils. Many green sprouting mushrooms can be seen near the motionless edges of the water, and the dim glow, emanating from their caps cast unearthly shadows upon the ancient rubble. Other than that, the small spheres of light from the mushrooms and whatever light you bring with you, the tunnel is dark.
Glad we have night lights.
You hear the clamorous barking and rattling of many furious creatures on the floors above, though they do not pursue you. One does fall into the elevator shaft close behind, and with a yelp and a sickening crunch, it perishes among the jagged debris. The commotion does not cease, however, and you imagine it will not be long before they find a way into the tunnels. Exploring the maintenance tunnels may count as multiple scenes at the GM's discretion, and due to its total darkness, all site-based skill tests suffer a difficulty increase of +3. So, that last section was one scene, so for you, those of you using fusion cores
Power armor.
in your power armor, that is one use less you have now.
I drank my booze towards the end of the scene. Do I still have my booze? My booze up?
Nah, it's another scene now.
I burned off that whole beer in like 2 rounds of combat. That's amazing.
Yeah.
Oliver,
Mhm.
we still have
metabolism.
we still have the fusion powered lantern. Is there like
Yep.
a way to salvage its energy and store it into an energy core, a fusion core?
Nah. I would say it's run
It's
by
too
the same kind of
small.
power, but it's just a much smaller version. It'll have a fusion battery.
Okay.
Fusion cores like this big thing.
Like that
power
big.
armors. It'll just
Yeah,
be like
it'd
a
be like
double
that
A.
big.
Yeah. Now. Okay. Bear with me for a second.
Yeah.
Dim glow.
Yep.
Suddenly, like before, you have a vision. Your heart swells, and you laugh aloud with sudden mirth, as visions, both unrecognizable and vivid, flash before your eyes. A colourful birthday cake with an innocent wish in your mind. The sun, warm and bright over a field of summer flowers blown by a gentle breeze. A well-dressed man kneeling before you holding a small box whose contents sparkle magnificently in the light of the setting sun. The joy passes from you as the final vision fades and you return once again to the ominous dark of the tunnels. You hear a voice in your mind again, though now it's tinged with the sentiment of old, fading memories, wistfulness, bittersweet, happy. Tears start to suddenly well in your eyes, as a profound sorrow weighs upon the depths of your heart. You feel the lamentation of a grieving widow, the heart-rending anguish of a parent witnessing their child's final breath, and the bitter, painful loneliness of love lost forever. And then the despair is gone, leaving you with only the stains of drying tears on your face.
It seems that Atom is once again sending me cryptic messages.
Navigating these tunnels requires a prolonged and extended effort by the PCs. Doing so will be the RxOliver version of an extended test, because I don't like the extended test. We'll be doing my version of it.
Sounds good.
So, at this point, we do need to keep the initiative order up, because things are going to happen in initiative order.
Okay.
Have to re-put it back in there, or?
So I would like to know. Well, I mean, you can see that straight away the tunnel splits. I would like to know which direction you guys would like to explore. And I'll start to
I
reveal
would
some.
like his face to get put back together before we
Are you
explore.
gonna... Yeah, let's do some medicine and shit, I suppose, first, eh?
Indeed.
I pressed on my dog by accident, but it's still me.
Oh, you didn't need to put them up again, or they should already be up. Are they up twice now? Right.
I don't have anything up on the order for me.
Yeah, I'm sorry. I've just
I don't
deleted
see.
them
I
all.
don't see it on.
Yeah,
I don't see.
either.
I've just deleted them all, popped them up again.
Okay.
Thank you.
Pop them up.
Yeah, pop them up again. You don't need to put the dog up, Max. Just the
No, I
PC.
clicked on the dog by accident.
Yeah, just the,
I had
just the
dog
PCs is
highlighted.
fine. Just the PCs is fine for this. So, do your healing first, and then we're going to start doing some stuff. It's going to be fun. Who will be like to try and heal Brock? Who is going to attempt that?
I don't know who the medicine person
Dimglow
is.
is the healer.
I haven't needed it.
I think that's Brother Dimglow.
Yeah, Dimglow is the healer.
He's like, he has a headache that he doesn't like. Is the like ice cream headache. It's just more like the owie headache.
Brock pulls off his helmet and looks at you guys. Did they get me? His face is all
Hanging
torn
off.
up.
Yeah.
His cheeks like hanging off. Did they get me? Love it.
Well, Dimglow isn't
It's
going
like
to.
he's cockeyed. It's like I can see that way for some reason.
Dimglow isn't going to leave his power armor or the lab coat, but he will try to heal Brock when
Right,
it's his turn.
Brock's got blue eyes. One blue that way, one blue that way.
I think we're just doing the heals before we start initiative thing, so I don't
Oh,
think
yeah.
we need to.
Oh yeah, initiative
Okay,
order
cool.
is just there because I'm going to make you do navigation
Yeah.
tests one at. I'm going to just get you to take turns on the navigation tests,
I'll do a
basically.
medicine check with 1 additional AP.
That will fix my injury.
It'll fix his
Yep.
injury.
And you are also healed because I have the healer perk. Which means you gain in total, because I also have healer's kits. You are healed for
Okay.
3 AP, 3 HP. And your injury is mended.
I need another dose of that, and I'm pretty good. Yep.
He's gonna do that, if that's the case. Once again, I'm gonna spend 1 AP.
Now, because he's in the same zone as you, I'm not going to increase the difficulty of this.
Okay, well, I have no more luck left, and I didn't grab my lab coat, so there is a complication.
Okay. Complications are going to become action points for me in this case.
Okay.
And anything from 16 to 20 is a complication here, by the way.
Okay.
So,
That'll
And I heal
that'll
you
finish.
for I heal you for 7 HP now.
We had an overflow of 1 AP. I think you can spend an AP to heal me for an extra point when you do the first
there you
aid.
go. Spend your overflow AP,
So
you might as
I'll,
well.
Yeah. So
There you go.
we're back in action.
Okay.
I
So
feel much better.
we're going to do navigation tests. We're going to do my version of the extended test to navigate these dark, dingy, flooded, eerie halls. You hear, the whole time you hear noises, scratching noises, tapping, like something tapping on a pipe, or like a quick gust of wind going down a tunnel. All these noises that just, you can't really seem to place why that noise would be happening. And all the while, you've constantly got the thought of 40 things behind you. 40 night stalkers stalking you through here. Now, we're going to do navigation test, and we're going to do it in turn order. Turok, you're going to do the first one. Now, you can, doesn't have to just be like survival, endurance or survival perception. I want you to tell me which skills you're using to navigate these halls, and then I'll decide what the difficulty is. Tell me what you're doing.
Let's say, unfortunately, probably. Let's see. I would say sneak.
You're trying to, yes, okay. Yep. So trying to just quietly look around the place, not disturbing anything. You're going to use sneak.
Mhm.
Okay. And are you doing that on agility sneak?
Mhm.
Okay. The difficulty is 3.
Okay, so I am going to buy 2 dice. So that'd be 3 AP from us. Next to 2. Yay.
Okay, so that's 3 successes with 1 complication. That is perfect. Because first, we're going to do the complication. And then we'll do the success of the test. So the complication, we're going to do...
Whoa, we disappeared.
here. You're over here now.
Okay.
So you're going to be attacked. The complication, in fact, no, you're not necessarily going to be attacked. Sorry, I'm going to put you back. I want you to roll a 1d8. Sorry, I've got a random table for these complications. My mistake. Roll a 1d8.
Oh, I can do it right here.
2.
2.
Okay. So I'm going to move you to a different thing now. This is fun, how I'm going to do this, by the way. You're going to like this. Bear with me.
You see about 6 Mirelurk queens come out.
We'll deal with the complication first. Complication. You stumble upon a dormant genetic Assaultron.
Ooh.
So, in its damaged charging alcove, as you approach, its sinister red eye comes to life and it leaps towards the PCs. Before you're able to react, it suddenly disappears from view. and splashing metallic footsteps are heard receding rapidly into the darkness of the tunnels beyond.
Pretty horrifying.
Yeah.
And with your success on your navigation test, you will find the PC who rolls this breakthrough will notice notches scratched into the wall at intersections in the tunnel, as if by a knife. A short bit of investigation seems to indicate X means the passage beyond isn't safe or useful, while a check mark indicates safe passage. It appears someone has made the marks in an effort to assist navigation within the tunnels, consequently allowing the PCs to do the same. Warden Clara comments, because she is present, and she says that the wardens often use these marks in dangerous places. This breakthrough will reduce the difficulty of our next test by 1. Congratulations.
That's nice.
Congratulations, you have done the first of the breakthroughs. So, Brock, tell me what skills you're using to navigate this place.
Brock is also going to use sneak and agility. He's gonna just move like carefully and cautiously,
Okay.
like and slowly, like
Did-
making sure that he doesn't lose his footing or make a ton of noise or
Well,
anything.
the difficulty would be 3, but due to Turok's discovery, I'll bring it down to 2.
I am gonna spend 1 AP on it.
Okay, so you
Oh,
gain
that's
2
two
action
extra go
points. And you got no complications with that one. That's fun. Okay, so. Okay. This is cool. So. I'm going to move you again on the map.
I was freaking out.
I was like, where do we go?
It's fun just disappearing and then reappearing, eh?
Yeah.
It's to give the illusion that it's procedurally generated. It's not. Obviously, it's not procedurally generated, but it gives the illusion of procedurally generated. Right? Kinda. Right? It's the closest thing I could
Yeah.
do with a fucking 2D map, like. And I like it. So, number two, breakthrough number 2. The body of a warden, half buried beneath recently collapsed rubble. Let me pull this up in the PDF so I don't have to look down at the book. Bear with me.
There you go, dude.
The body of a warden, half buried beneath recently collapsed rubble, which is intertwined with many roots. Only the body's abdomen and legs are visible. Closer inspection reveals that the body is covered in bulbous protrusions of skin, some of which have burst to reveal
Ew.
gnarled roots tangled within the destroyed organ. It is in the destroyed organs. It was clearly a very gruesome and painful death. He is clutching a holotape recorder in one hand. It has been crushed by roots, but looks like the holotape within could potentially be salvaged.
We do have a holo recorder. I got one on me.
Are you going to play the tape, are you?
Yeah, I'm playing the tape. I'm like,
Okay.
Turn that volume down.
Just turning my music down so that I can read this properly. Okay. It contains a brief recording in which this warden can be heard screaming in pain for Akasha, with the sound of gunfire and barking receding in the background. He continues to cry out and can be heard cursing Akasha and her damned crusade for Project Hydra. Then, more screams, followed by several seconds of gurgling and sickening crunching. After that, there's only the sound of wooden creaking before the recording eventually ends. Warden Clara, who is with you, recognises the body as Warden Henry Thicket, with whom she was friends. She starts to search his body, and she finds his archivist ID, and she will take it. She is visibly shaken and upset by his death, but appears no less determined to find Warden Akasha and escape Genetech. She will make a grim joke about his last name being Thicket and the nature of his death. If you want to spend 1 action point, you're going to find something pretty cool.
We're gonna do it.
I do it.
You
Do it,
find-
do it. We got like 4.
Okay, roll me 3 combat dice first then. So you find a 12.7mm pistol, which you'll find in the Wastelanders Guidebook, page 60, and 7 12.7mm rounds under the water near the body. So that was a 12.7mm and 7 ammo for it, if anybody wants to take that. I think you were on the inventory, weren't you, Max?
No, but I can add that to it. I might take
I
it
am
later,
not
but
adding
not worry
to
about
the
it right now.
inventory.
Oh, you're doing the inventory, David, right enough, okay.
Yep.
Okay, yeah. I'll pick up the pistol
So-
later, depending right there. I'm not worried about it.
It's a 12-point pistol.
12.7mm.
12.7 mil.
Trying to figure out what that looks like.
And how many rounds?
7 rounds.
7?
Okay. Alright, I added it to the inventory.
I'll actually need to finish the session quite soon, so we're going to do the next one, and then we're going to call it a night, okay? So next,
Okay.
in fact, we'll do that, yeah, we'll just do the next one, because I do need to call it a night. So next, we're going to have Happy. I want you to make a navigation test. Now again, you can tell me what skills you're using to navigate.
I am going to use. Let's see. I'm gonna do sneak and perception.
Perception and sneak.
Mostly, I'm gonna.
Okay.
I'm gonna try and be quiet, but also listening for sounds or anything that might be of interest, or anything I can perceive that
Okay.
might
That assault
help
prod
us
that
navigate.
ran away.
Like the Assaultron that
Yeah.
ran away. Yeah.
Yeah, maybe some splashy footsteps.
Okay.
Seems like a good one.
Difficulty 3.
Okay. I am probably gonna use some of our dice. Should I buy a dice? If I do, I get a free reroll,
Go for it.
right? Because I have. You guys think it's worth it?
Yeah,
You can technically use all 3 and
you
get
wanna
an
buy
extra 2.
dice? Yeah,
I'd say I'll do the 2.
Yeah. Buy 2 dice? Okay.
go for it.
Yep, add 2 dice to you, dude.
Okay. Perception and sneak. There we go. And roll. Bam.
Ooh, nice.
I got there.
Reroll that 19.
And you
So,
can,
we got
Alright.
that higher threat range. I forget what it's called.
yeah, the higher
Hey,
complication
there you go.
range.
There's 4.
Okay,
So that gives me
but no complication,
4 successes.
and you will get the next breakthrough. Okay. So, let me find where I've put it on the map. And get to disappear, it's fun. And then make you reappear.
I gotta make it super big to get to it.
And you're up here. That work? Yeah? Okay.
Yeah. All right.
Okay, so this one, you find a small camp, which is little more than a burnt out hot plate, a few discarded food and beverage containers. You'll notice some more of the glowing fungi nearby has been picked recently. Anyone got a science score of 4 or more?
I do.
You will recall that glowing fungus is often used in antibiotic and anti-radiation remedies, so it is likely that whoever stayed here was making medicine. Would you like to spend 1 action point for some more information?
We do have one.
I'd say do it.
So with 1 action point, you will notice that there was probably no more than half a dozen people here. And with your success on the 3rd breakthrough, that will reduce the complication range of future skill tests by 1. So for the rest of this extended test, the complication range is now 17 to 20 instead of 16 to 20.
Nice.
Heck yeah.
Unfortunately, I have to round off the session there tonight, guys. I have to finish slightly earlier than I planned on tonight because I've got something to do.
No problem at all.
So, we will return in 2 weeks to continue Chapter 3, Depths of the Sea. I've got a good feeling you will finish it next session. So, let me just quickly do the thing for YouTube, and then we'll say goodbye, say goodnight to Twitch. How's that sound, guys? Yeah.
Sounds good.
So sorry about the early finish. It's slightly earlier than I wanted
yeah,
to.
that's fine. All right, they're about
So
close
that's-
to time, anyways.
Cool. Okay, so, gentlemen, thank you very much for playing. Sorry it took so long in between sessions. You know what it's like. On Thursdays, we have a bit of a hard time getting it going sometimes. But hopefully we'll be back in 2 weeks. Jeffrey, thank you very much. Max, thank you very much. Matthew, thank you very much. David, thank you very much.
No
I
problem at
appreciate
all.
all of you. You're a bunch of superstars. To everyone who's watching us on YouTube in about a week's time when this hits, thank you very much for tuning in. We really, really, really appreciate you. We love you. We'll be back in 2 weeks for session 8. I am RxOliver, and these beautiful, handsome men are my friends. Good night. Thank you for watching. Bye, 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 bye.
Bye.